is. I'm like, poor Lawrence is coming in. I'm gonna be like, hi, we're here, and then I just have to make sure always to select
Right.
all
It's
chats.
directly right after that.
I
She's like,
think.
okay,
I think that's
moving
what I
on.
selected.
Next ticket is, and she called
Yeah.
you, and it was like, wow. If that's not a sign.
I was like, if I was dishonest about it, maybe I wouldn't
Okay.
have anyway.
I just gotta turn your mic on before we go in the room. I'll
Okay.
wait till we get over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are super mic'd up. Super mic'd up. I need to get a secondary mic for him.
Then when that freezer light is starting to get it to its end, we pull it out, can it, and extend it. That's our
That way,
way of
okay.
doing things.
Where do you want me to put this one?
Finger tight. We had one didn't seal on us.
There it is. Sorry. Okay.
The quartz go for 90 minutes.
Is X still
Don't you touch it at all, regardless.
It'll be okay.
75 on this
They're
one,
so
this
sweet.
is 90. Quartz, same as 4 jars.
I think that was what.
So these pressure ones have like low, high versus when you just have to get up to a certain poundage on the old style.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that on high?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, instructions will tell you everything.
Okay.
If you get one of these, yeah. If you're gonna press your can, you press high. Put your time in, press start, make sure you got your valve open, your jiggle open.
And those are quartz, so those are 90 minutes.
Yes, these are 90.
Depends on what you got, what you're doing.
What are we doing?
So, I've got some cabbage and Polish sausage.
Ooh.
I got some leftover sausage. I figured we need potatoes and
Yeah.
ground sausage.
What do you want me to chop, dice,
Yeah,
whatever?
I did all prep work. Hey, talk. I'll let them clean.
I'm getting
Introduce
coffee
yourself.
today for both of us.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Crystal. I'm the Doomsday Queen, charmingly frugal. That's about it. I'm honored to be here. We've been doing a little canning. I saw we had a jar that didn't seal. So, first thing we're gonna do, have you guys ever inspected a jar to see why it didn't seal? No? Okay, so one of the things you can do is when you're gonna look at this jar, is this jar still good? Yeah. It's fine. It was all cooked and it was overnight. I mean, who hasn't eaten a pizza from the day before? I've ate a slice of pizza from the day before, but not on the shelf, right? We're not gonna keep it a long term, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna notice is on this rim, I'm gonna notice some siphoning. And so I'm gonna show it to you guys so you guys can see. Some of the gravy just came up while it was in the boiling process. That is my first indicator. Now, with your stovetop canners, you can actually prevent a lot of siphoning from happening is from slowly raising your pressure and your heat. So that gravy just got in there, it sat on that seal, and that's where our mistake was. You didn't make a mistake, it just, sometimes it boils a little bit faster and something splashes up on the rim. Absolutely.
That looks like
You see it? You see the little gravy up here? So what's gonna happen is, let me guess, you've closed a Ziploc bag before, right? So if you're making slime at home, right? And you're trying to seal that bag and that slime gets on that seal and you try to squeeze it, is the slime gonna kind of like make it not close all the way? Kind of leaks? That's the same concept. And making sure that our kids understand that because they are the next generation that's gonna be canning. Yeah, so just a little bit of gravy came up. We were able to see it, notice it. Sometimes it just happens. It's not on purpose. It can happen. Now, a way that you can kind of prevent this from happening, I have not figured out a way with the electronic pressure canners. This is my first rodeo with these guys. But one of the things that you can do is slowly raise your temperature with your All-American or your Presto on your stovetop. If I know it's something that could potentially boil up, cause a little bit of siphoning. Sometimes I notice siphoning with chilies a little bit more, stews, those kind of things. They like to siphon sometimes because they get so hot and they're like, oh, I don't know where to go, and it's gravity. I will just raise the temperature. So I'll start off really low, let them start to warm up, then the next, then the next. At the same time, that rim is starting to mold. It's getting warmer. It's starting to grasp that jar a little bit more. So that can help prevent a lot of siphoning that happens. But don't always think that just because you get one jar that doesn't seal, that it's bad. This is perfectly fine. It's all cooked. We've all had a pizza, 8 hours later. So today we're gonna eat this because it's fine. Now, a day from now, I would say no, absolutely not. And if you ever have jars that don't seal all the way, put them in your fridge overnight. You got a meal for a week.
Can you reuse that lid?
I just pulled it.
Probably clean it, vinegar.
Clean it and stuff like
boil it,
that.
something, but
But I would recommend definitely reboiling it so that it can grasp around it. But sometimes you do lose lids. I highly recommend at the end of canning season, buy as many lids as possible because it can happen. But the ones I would say never, ever, ever reuse a lid is if it gets a dent, poke, a hole, any of that. You're compromising your lid. You're bending the rim. Sometimes people consider that extreme, but it doesn't have to be extreme. Sometimes it's just user error.
you know what we do with a jar like that?
What?
Break out the plates and the forks. Anybody?
Yeah, that's what we can do. We can warm it up. We even got a skillet. We can warm it all up and have a nice toasty milk.
Nope, took it home.
Oh, you took it home. Never
It's
mind.
cast iron and it got kind of goop. Yeah.
But it's always a great example on it is just sometimes the gravy pops up. You don't really have a lot of, it just happens sometimes. But cleaning your rims, that's one of the reasons why you clean your rims before you put it on. Even though the rims were clean, it was boiling. It just, when the lid's going, just splattered in and it was like, oh, can't seal. So sometimes. Also, I've noticed lately with Ball has had a lot of sealing issues. They sold out to other corporations to mass produce after COVID during the shortages. So sometimes I have noticed, because I have lids that are from like 1991. My grandma left me all of her old lids. Phenomenal. If you ever find those, hoard them, okay? Because their seals are fantastic. But now, even on my last batch of jars that I bought from Ball, I think I lost like 3 jars, and it used to be 1 jar to 100 jars as I considered was a good ratio. If I'm canning 100 jars and one of their lids is kind of wonky, But in the last canning season, I noticed, I think I lost 13 jars out of 100. Wow. And a lot of it had to do with the seals. So I hear 4 jars is really great. I've never tried them personally myself, but I've heard their lids are great. You can use them with the Ball jars. You just swap the lids and they're great. 4 jars, I use Superb. And so Superb's a little bit different. I do a little bit more than a finger tight because their little rims, these things, their little rings, are a little bit lighter weight. So when they're boiling inside, when that pressure is happening, it's like the air is pushing and they go like this, literally. So that's why sometimes when you pull a jar out, the rim is really loose, right? The ring's really loose and you're like, oh, I got to twist that back down, or oh, I got to remove that off. I've noticed with Superb jar, their rings are a little bit lighter. And so you have to do just a little bit past fingertip tight. And then they'll stay on and they get that really good suction. But they make a thunk sound, not a tink sound. So they normally do like tink, tink, or when Ball comes out, those ones you'll hear, and you're like, oh, what's that sound? But I've not had any problem with those. I'm actually getting ready to try 4 jars too, because I've heard nothing but great things. You like them? Yeah. And I'm just saying, Ball, sadly, they decided to get a little scarce on their rims.
And the metal is not.
I know, right? Yeah, it's been just a little different. If you've been canning a long time, you start noticing in the jars too. And I was like, what's going on, guys? Like, I know I got to work with Ball earlier this year, and I put in those issues, and I was like, what's going on? The jars are feeling a little bit thinner, where I'm having more issues, and they were like, we're working on quality control, but who knows? So I have never tried the Weck jars. I've only used those with my sourdough. But have you? Has anybody tried the Weck jars? Yeah, they are thick, huh? Yeah, because they have like the little suction. Yeah. But I've never tried them. I mean, I've used them on pickles in the fridge, but I don't think I've ever put them in my canner with the glass lid. No. Have you?
No.
All right, what do you want me to do? You want a slice?
No, we're just gonna, something a little different. she's inspired me to branch out. I told y'all earlier, I'm slowly branching out into more of a rebel or doing things different because I'm the boring generic prepper guy. Meat, 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 meat. But now I started doing stews a couple years ago, and that's one of our favorites. So I kind of got putting my head together. So we got kielbasa, cabbage, onion. You gotta have onion.
Ooh.
And then I thought about maybe doing a couple jars. You got country ham.
Yeah. Okay, so we're really cooking.
This is
I
it.
like this.
I'm stepping outside the book really here. Because I'm still the kind of clinger here. In fact, I went and bought another one last year. But you gotta
Potatoes
start
are my
somewhere.
favorite.
You gotta start somewhere.
We have lots of jars of potatoes in the country.
That's me. Potatoes. That's what I carry forever.
Lots of vegetables.
So then when I felt comfortable, I worked up the meat. I'm gonna try to be artsy here because a lot of times when you see like these YouTubers and canning, they look so pretty and perfect. I'm gonna attempt that today because as you can see, it's not
was
perfect
moving.
and pretty. But I'm gonna try that. This is a new recipe. So I'm just gonna slice these. You don't want them too thick. And this is an all beef smoked sausage. My wife doesn't eat beaks and feet. She likes all beef. You know what? I might do
What do you want to do?
I might do the whole thing in one jar.
Let's do it.
That sausage, leftover hamburger in this jar with
Let's
the
do it.
cabbage. Then potatoes and ham in the other two. I like it.
And can we can all this stuff at the same time?
Yes.
Yeah. And why is that? They're not mixing between jars, but also we're using a lot of the same ingredients, right? We have cooked meat across the board, right? So we're gonna go off of that time frame, and then it's okay. They're in separate jars. We know the time. Who in here knows the time? How long would you pressure?
5 minutes for 90.
What was it? Yes. So then we're good. We're just kind of abiding by our pressure. You guys are really blessed at being a lower altitude
Yes.
elevation. I mean, I gotta go always to 15 PSI in the Rocky Mountains. That takes a while to boil water. And so I'm like, if we can get this done. But you guys, with being able to do it here, what is it, 10 PSIs that you guys can do stuff? Yeah, I'm so jealous. I'm like, can I can here all the time? Because this is nice.
So like I said, I'm gonna try to make this pretty. At least the first one. And this is just onions. You can put onions in, with me, if you can put onions in it, do it. You can't go wrong. But I'm gonna try to layer here. We're gonna start off, I'm using my hands for the gloves.
He's gonna be eating it.
Yeah. It's habit, because at home I don't.
I know. Well, same.
Drop a little bit of onion. And layer some cabbage. Did that time start? Did it show 75? Yeah, that 75 minutes, that'll be done. Let it rest for, I cheat. I'll pop the valve and let it steam out so I can open it early. But I don't recommend it. So I'm gonna layer this.
So that does its own weight, you don't have to do anything with the weight?
What do you do? When you hear the first beat, see right now, you open it up and it's soft. And when you hear the first beat,
We got a bunch of chicken over here.
dude, he brought them up and I said,
What are we doing?
I'm not dedicating 3 canners to boring chicken. Not gonna happen. You do what you
We've
can.
canned a lot lately.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make this pretty.
Are you going to assist me on my next class? Because I got thrown into another class. I have no idea what I'm teaching on.
What are they doing to it?
I don't know. We're going to do something fun.
They thrust me into this, which I don't mind. And I pack it tight. Get it tight as you can. Get as much as you can in there.
Especially because that cabbage is going to cook down.
Oh, yeah.
Am I?
I don't know if y'all-
It keeps getting stuck whenever you go all the way over.
Oh.
This is cabbage, our local feed and seed mill.
Don't
We
track
trust
me.
their products. They don't spray, they don't use glyphosates, and that's where we get all our
I see how
fruit. It's a little bit more expensive, but
I go look at
it's worth it. in my book.
Yeah, it has a little facial tracking. See? So it's going to track my face. It's pretty cool, huh? I don't know how the robot works either. Trust me.
Gotta get that in there.
It is going to be really pretty.
and it looks.
I've never tried I can make anything look pretty.
That mark kind of looks like the same mark as
On my mics, huh?
that's why it looks
I'm gonna leave that.
only
I'll give
faces
it.
you. That's
You're gonna end up being a camera guy. Very observant.
I'm gonna add salt to this.
Yeah, you can get one of those. They're pretty cool, huh?
And usually it's a tablespoon from what I've seen in recipes to the quarts. And I'm just using sea salt. I got it at Kroger, I believe. And spring water. And I'm gonna top this off with water instead of stock.
I could have swore you said instead of stock, or instead of scotch. And I was
Hey.
like, well then.
Well, we are making brandy.
I
okay?
do like making whiskey peaches. So if you've ever had whiskey peaches, it boils out all the alcohol, but it has that bourbon flavor to it. You can use it in a good cobbler. I have it on all my social media, so I can help you. You just you make your normal simple syrup. You got your peaches. You do the cold pack on the peaches, warm syrup on the top. And then you just do a splash, and you can add cinnamon sticks, cloves, whatever, and it just gives it that rich, robust taste to it.
Tell you what.
But I'll give you the recipe, the
I'll
whole
let you
thing.
do
What do you want?
the salt, I'll let you do this one.
Okay.
Sausage and cabbage. Then we'll do the potatoes and smoked ham.
So why did you water that one up?
That's cabbage. You can use a vegetable stock.
So it's gonna release it.
When it cooks, it'll release. And
Mm-hmm. He
I
will.
will. I'm letting it set. Yeah.
This one's gonna be one of those like tight pack ones where you're like,
Oh yeah, it's gonna. Yeah.
and you just sit there and it's gonna shrink a little bit more and a little bit more. The cabbage is gonna cook down quite a bit. Mainly with that water that he's adding, he's actually just creating that flavor from that sausage to kind of drip into everything, so it kind of like spreads.
I mean, you could use a vegetable stock.
You could do a little bit of that.
Bone broth. Yeah.
What do we got in the sausage? It smells so good.
My boss had a hog butcher and gave me a bunch.
It smells
It's
so
all
good.
good.
I don't know what seasoning he used. It smells good.
I thought about making patties and showing them how to do patties, like hamburger in a jar, but
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to do this with cabbage. To me, that sounds good.
I think next year we do meatloaf.
You can pat them out, yeah.
Uh-huh. You can do sausage patties too.
I do sausage patties.
And a little bit of a rebel. Same with like the
He was
bacon.
talking SpaghettiOs the other day.
SpaghettiOs are great. I've almost mastered that. We're a little bit away. It still needs the little round ones, but you gotta make sure you stir them because they'll like absorb and then kind of clump up. So I've gotten the top to sit where it's like almost opening a regular jar of SpaghettiOs, but the bottom they keep getting impacted. So I'm like, what can I put in the bottom? Should I put some tomatoes underneath so that like sits them a little bit? Yeah, it's been a game because I like SpaghettiOs. I may be third. So we did a bunch of experiments with it between powdered milk, because there's a little bit of milk in the one that are at the store, right? They can can it, we're not supposed to, right? They do artificial cheeses. So then I grated like Parmesan cheese into it. Tomato sauce. I realized doing a little bit of tomato paste with the tomato sauce, but adding a little bit of sugar into it, we start hitting those flavor notes. On the bottom of the jar, they're not the same. At the top, they've done great. So I'm like, how can I get that temperature to fluctuate where they don't get clumped? Because SpaghettiOs does it, right? They're pressure canning it into a tin can. What have they done so that it doesn't get clumped up on the bottom? So I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to master it. What else do we want in this one?
You got cabbage and onion?
Perfect.
I brought up about when you do a ground hamburger, you always want to, I don't fully cook it, I just break it up, and it's still pink, so it's gonna cook, but I don't, it's a density issue from what I understand, like with pulled pork. You can't really can it, taking a risk.
Well, and the pulled pork, so Keystone has figured out how to can it because,
Oh, yeah,
and it
Keystone
turns out
is
great.
good.
So I've been doing it with a bone broth, beef broth mixture. And then I do it immediately as it comes out of the crock pot, when it's like shredding
Yeah,
down.
and then-
And then I throw it in, and then I've done it. And it's turned out really good versus it getting
Yeah, she's
chewy.
influencing, she's a bad influence on me, because I am stepping up.
I'm
to
just
the-
trying to figure out how to do it better. And I have a lot of failures, guys. We've been eating SpaghettiOs for about 3 months straight. I was like, oh, well, this one didn't turn out great.
What if you were to can the noodles by themselves? I know you wouldn't, like technically in theory, you would want to have both at the same time without having to use multiple jars, but.
The problem one is half of them become dense and they float to the bottom and then they get thick. But the top, they've been fine. Like if they're up in the sauce that I've made, they're great. They haven't gotten like mushy or anything, but some weird reason they like to settle and then they turn into a clump on the bottom. I haven't figured it out. I'm throwing 2 of your little kibasas in here. We're just going with it. We're gonna be just testing this.
Leftover hamburger too.
Have you canned bacon?
I have canned bacon. I like bacon. So what I've done is just roll it up in parchment paper and then just can it and it cooks it. Yeah. My grandma was a real like rebel on that part.
Is
She
it the
loved.
same cook times for like quarts?
Yeah. Yeah. Like just think about it as like Yep. It's just a dry can.
See, now all of us are gonna go home and start.
You're
making
gonna go
wrappers
around, you're
now.
gonna go like just go through your cupboard and you're like, I can buy that from the store. Can I make that one myself? You're gonna have a lot of failure moments, but exploring knowing your times, knowing your temperatures, knowing your pressure, you're taking out the scary part, right? So as long as we're biting by good times, good temperatures, we know that we are bringing it to safety. If a corporation that's allowed to have any of you guys ever been to a cannery? Okay, so I've known people who worked at Del Monte. My husband's family, they do tuna fishing, so like a lot of your canned tuna stuff. Their safety regulations are not as great as everywhere else. Like they can have a bunch of mess ups. That's why you see recalls, stuff like that. Dented can, you know what I mean? Like they don't pull every single thing off. You're going to be a lot more cautious when you're cooking your own food, but you have a right to explore, to see what you like. If you're willing to buy it from a tin can you can't see inside of at the store, I'm sure we can find a way to can it. My friend Teresa, she actually is doing homemade canned coffee creamer this week. And I was like, I need that recipe now. I haven't done mac and cheese. I really struggle with the noodle one. That's why I'm like, if I can master spaghetti.
Trying to think of a way to keep those noodles up there for you a little bit. And the only thing I can think of is maybe like coating them in a flour or something.
Maybe.
Just a little bit.
Maybe.
Hold it where they're at in sauce.
I know, it's just something, they just get to that bottom and they just sit into the little rim part and I'm like,
Or maybe like cooking them just like.
maybe just a little bit. I feel like then it would be double cooking and they might get mushy and like collapse
How
in.
does flour do it?
I haven't really done much flour.
Maybe you mentioned coating the noodles with flour. Would you maybe use a food starch instead of flour?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I've never tried it.
I don't know.
I'm always down for it
I
to try.
never would have thought of canning mac and cheese.
I have a glass top stove,
Uh-huh.
and it does cause problems. We figured that out, but, on my regular.
Yeah.
All-American, and it's the big kahuna.
Yeah, the big kahuna.
I'm sitting here wanting, how can I do this? How can I-
So
I also have a huge Blackstone.
a Blackstone, like the heated one? Huh. I've never tried it on the Blackstone. I've done it on a Camp Chef. Are we talking like one with an open? The Camp Chefs are great. I run those all the time. Like if we're running an assembly line, I only got 2 like large burners inside my house, so we're having them outside. Yeah. Sometimes you want a little bit of a wind barrier so that your flame's not going in and out and you're losing pressure, but it's not too much science to think about. But I would say like do a Camp Chef. Just so you don't shatter your stovetop. Or like have you ever boiled a turkey? Fried turkey, is that what it is? Yeah. Those little basin right there, they're big enough for a can or 2. Because I've done that for tuna. I don't want a canned tuna in my house. It stinks, guys. It does stink.
So
What are we
what I
doing
understand
now?
about doing fish is you roll it, pack it tight in the jars,
I chop it, and stick it in.
like you would like chicken breast.
So I smoke it. I'll brine it and smoke it, especially if it's salmon. With tuna, I'll just do it raw. So fillet, pull all bones, everything like that. A tuna is about this big. So when we're working it, it's like jar, and then we just pressure can it. And you can choose like oil and water or water. I always do water and with sometimes a little splash of oil, just because the fish already has so much natural oil will come up. But you can just add. The meat part, once you get comfortable with canning meat, you start understanding more and you're just like, oh, okay, this is what I can do with this. Like I'm looking at all that chicken over there and I'm like, what did they think we're doing today?
Potatoes, well, that's because you've been doing a lot of potatoes. Hey, I did 16 quarts last month myself.
So what if you don't have like a full dark place to store them in?
You can store them in your cabinets in your fridge or in your kitchen. Oh, that's what we can talk about in my next lecture. Okay, we're going to talk about rotational pantries and regular pantries. So you don't always have to have cool dark. What the cool dark is going to do is it's going to prevent the light from hitting this. It's going to start changing the color of your food over time. It starts changing a little bit of the flavor, those kind of things. So I recommend cool dark, but if you don't have a spot specific like a cold cellar or something like that, you can put them in the back of your pantry. Your pantry doesn't have a light, just out of direct sunlight, so it doesn't break down the nutritional value in it.
I've got a catch-all room, and I went to Menards for like $30 to get them 4-tier shelves.
Mm-hmm.
And when you stack your jar, you put one layer down. I put a piece of cardboard down, go no higher than 2, and that's where I keep all mine. And if I really feel weird, I'll just drape a towel over it, keep it dry.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I do.
What about like under the bed or anything like that?
That's a good place.
You
to
can. One thing though I recommend is as you guys are progressing into this lifestyle, right? You're canning the food you want this to eat, right? This is where I don't know if you're pouring in all this time and energy into food that a lot of people will put it away where they don't use it and they don't optimize it and they'll forget about it. And then there's that blood, sweat, and tears that just goes away.
Let alone the money.
And a lot of money, right? And a lot of time and a lot of tears. And once you get really comfortable into it, no, don't you dare touch this.
Let's go ahead and wipe them.
Thank you. Vinegar, please. I was like,
Put an
don't
end to
you.
this, yeah.
We're putting an end to this, man. Like he landed right here, and I was like, no, you're not gonna go in and touch our food, you weirdo.
I hate flies.
I'm telling you,
I
fruit
wish we
flies
had
are the
flies
bane of
down
like, any of you guys have to deal with fruit flies when you're canning? Oh, I got like vinegar pools out everywhere, apple cider vinegar. I'm like trying to catch them.
I took Dana's first class in January. Immediately went home and started making apple brandy.
I
4
wanted.
gallons going right now. Well, one of them fruit flies. Didn't realize it, but kitty cat got up there. Punched a hole through the top, and we didn't know because we got a towel over it. Well,
I lost
my
a
wife
sourdough
she
like
looked at
that.
me, She goes, "There's something wrong with your brandy." Sure enough, throw it out.
I lost a sourdough like that. I was like working as fast as I could, and we were like, making sure that they got out, and we're just like, and I turned around, looked at my sourdough, and I was like, 3 years of sourdough.
This
Done.
next one here is one of my favorites.
What do we do?
Several years ago, I made the investment, and we got a wood stove that you can cook on too. So that's our exclusive heating source. And in the wintertime, I'll do this, and I'll just chop up some potatoes, some onions, and just that old country ham you put in beans. And I'll just put it on top of the stove, and smell that goes in the house, we love it. That's what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do it in a jar.
You want them diced, right?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Okay, all right. I was like, I'm just assuming or making an assumption.
You might have to cut the meat in a little bit, a few pieces or so, because a lot of times they're like a ham biscuit size. I talked to a guy yesterday. He asked me if I'd done beans, and I've done beanie weenies. That was like the first rebel.
I want that
That was
recipe.
the first rebel recipe I did.
Probably worth it.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And it's still awesome. But what he did, he told me the recipe how he does beans, because when you go to the store to buy them, there's 100 chemicals, there's 100 ingredients.
Right.
He told me to get your quart jar, a cup of beans filled with water, canned for 90 minutes.
Just driving.
Dry beans, yeah. Don't soak them, nothing. You might want to wash them, but yeah. Just dry beans. I don't even think he washed them.
We use a lot of beans in my house.
I've probably got 300 pounds of beans in my larder, yeah, and rice. Well, see, what I was gonna do this year, being stuck in Cannon Corner here in BFE, I had 3 cannons. I was gonna bring a food dehydrator in and discuss food dehydration, because we do like onions, mushrooms.
Do that in your garage.
And we make, you make your own onion powder, garlic powder.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was gonna bring in and show people how to store Mylar food in 5-gallon buckets that you can just put in your garage or put in a catch-all room.
Would you like me to cut up more ham?
You have done fine. I think that'll be 1 jar, right?
Yep.
That looks good to me.
I don't know what kind of ham.
No, it's
Country ham.
smoked, like you see at Kroger. You put it in soup beans. It's a, I'll show it to you.
So here's another tip and trick. If you're wanting to really cut a lot of your food costs, okay? This one is like my secret weapon, my deadly weapon. You're gonna keep bags like this in your freezer, okay? When you guys are cutting up an onion, right, you gotta peel it, right? You peel the onion, put the skins in. You peel your carrots, put the skins in. You have seasoning or like something from the garden, parsley, whatever you're not using, chuck it in. Green onions that are starting to, chuck it in, okay? You're gonna keep this in your freezer. And when you get bones, like chicken bones, rotisserie chicken, you're gonna make bone broth. How much is bone broth going for in the grocery store right now? I hear I'm like, what do you got? You're paying for scrap water. Scrap water, that's it. It is bones and your scraps. Throw it in, boil it. You can do it in a crock pot. If you're like low on time, just put it on low. Go to work for the day.
What
You
I
can
like
make
to
broth
do,
and you can can it.
talking about saving, we do that too. But anybody, mushroom, morels,
Oh yeah.
we had a bunch left over last year, and that's what we did. We dehydrated them and ground it into a mushroom powder that we add to spaghetti or soups. And my wife hates, she don't eat mushrooms. But yeah, you are. She goes, don't tell me. I said, yeah, I'm sneaking. Yeah. Well, that's like making what? Putting vegetables in spaghetti sauce, sneaking it on your
Yep.
kids.
I like to grind up like peppers, eggplant. I mean, everything goes into a marinara for me. Like everything. Zucchini, it's in there because they're not going to touch nothing.
Use a food processor or something to
Yep. And then I also like to shred like my zucchini, and then I store it also in bags like this. Like when I get an overabundance, I fill it up. It's gonna have a lot of water in it. So you can squeeze it, get the water out, but then throw it in your freezer. When you unthaw it, just drain the water out, and then you got zucchini bread. So I'll do it to like, most recipes call for about 3 cups to 5 cups of zucchini. So what I'll store is that much or double. So I know I'm making like double loaf. But it just helps cut your costs down. Like I'll just shred it, like with a cheese shredder. Yeah. And then in a huge bowl, I think that was like one of my very first viral videos. I got roasted because I had my little cheese grater, and they're like, you know, there's a machine with like a crank on it. Why are you doing this? And I was like, I didn't know this. What are you telling me? Well, you're supposed to drop a link for me to get it to save my life. But you know, just shredding it, and then I just drain the water, throw it in a bag, toss it in my freezer. And I have zucchini, so like this year, our zucchini got fried while I've been gone so much. But 2 years ago, we had an overabundance. So we still have bags because we grew so much zucchini that it's okay that I don't have any this year because I can just pull it out of my freezer.
So on the dehydrator and stuff,
Mhm.
like I have one, I haven't used it yet.
Well, we're gonna get you using it.
Yeah, I absolutely love onions.
That's what,
in
that's what,
everything.
start with onions.
See, even with onions and sometimes tomatoes.
Well, being the prepper mindset, you know, here I am, the guy with 300 pounds of rice. I dehydrate onions and peppers because that's my complement to put in the rice.
Mm-hmm.
While my rice is soaking, I could add mine, and then it'll dehydrate. So what I do is I get the 1-cup bags, and I've found that one frozen bag of vegetables will fill one of those up. I do green beans, corn, carrots, peas, peppers, onions, strawberries.
And you put all that in bags,
Mylar bags,
Mhm.
put an oxygen absorber in it, and seal it. With one of those curling irons or whatever
Yep.
those things are, yeah.
What about the,
straightener.
Hair straightener.
the air?
So that you could use on dry ingredients. So since you're very beginning starting into the dehydrating world, I would say dehydrate what herbs you have around, whether it is onions, whether it's any of that. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put it in the mason jar. You can get a little vacuum sealer. Just remember that's not canning.
Yeah.
It's not gonna make it shelf stable, okay? Dry ingredients only, but then you can vacuum seal it. Start storing it into your cupboard and start noticing what you use the most. I'm gonna tell you right now, basil. I will never grow enough basil or dill. I like a dill pickle. I eat dill with everything. No matter how much I grow. And then now I try to grow even more and more. And so then I'll dehydrate it. And if my jar is still full, my pint jar that's inside my cabinet, then I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to just go throw it in Mylar. And then I have like a little box with Mylar in it that, you know, it's labeled back. So you can kind of break it down to exactly what you want. And then you'll just start creating your own seasonings. Salt, you know, peppers. All of that going in, cayenne peppers, you're making your own little paprikas and stuff. You'll start getting way more creative with it, but just do it. If you love onions, all those onion skins I said to throw in here, you can do that for broth, and you can throw your onions in there also, and then just grind it up in a food processor. You got onion powder for life.
Yeah.
And then you'll find out how much seasonings you really use, because
with your
the
garlic
store
skins.
ones are they're really doled down compared to like fresh when you're making it yourself. Oh, you want me to stack the jar?
Want me to do it? I'll do it.
I'm here. I'm your helper.
Like we're doing the country ham, potatoes, and
Do you want it
onions.
layered? Do you want it?
If you want to make it look pretty, let's try that.
I'll do it. I'll make it look pretty.
Crystal Van Gogh, you make it look.
We're going to make her look
I
pretty.
think this is going to turn out really nice.
I think that one's going to be a fun
I
one.
have to use that for a thumbnail when I do my YouTube.
You should. You
I
should.
am going to start a YouTube. I'm going to start putting content together.
Well, let me
I've
know
been
right
encouraged
away.
by
I'm going to
several
be your
people,
follower.
including her and a few other people. That the bearded can or something. We're going to.
So you don't know the name yet.
No. But there's
We'll
not
start
lot
a
of guys- There's
podcast.
a lot of men like me canning. Like my daughter said, Dad, that's a hobby of a 40-year-old woman.
We're gonna have to start a podcast and we're gonna call it Redneck Canning. And we'll just, what are you canning today? What are you canning? I don't know. What we got? We're pulling out some. Oh, I'm going on a bear hunt, so you're gonna have to get a bear this
Hey.
year.
There's a guy on YouTube that does. He cans his bear meat.
That's what I was looking at. I was
got
like,
a-
I want to do that.
I don't know if any local people here, but I got a buddy in Scottsville here in Allen County. He'll save the backstrap and can everything else on the good.
I'm not gonna add any salt on this because ham is already really
Yeah.
cured and salty. So I'm just gonna, I feel like it's gonna go exactly what it is. All right, have any of you guys ever made bone broth? Yeah, okay, all right. Any of you guys order your own cow? Like a quarter cow, any of that? Ask for the bones, ask for the organs. You can do that, the tallow, the fat. You get the bones, you can bake them for a while, release the bone marrow, start creating your broth. You give the bones to the dog? That's love right there. I don't know if I'd give the
I'll
bone
do the
broth.
next one if you want to talk, answer questions.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure? I can chop for you.
I haven't done one yet.
Okay.
Keep taking
You're the
time.
boss.
We'll
You're the
take
boss.
it. It's my time. I better watch it. My wife, you don't talk to women.
I'm gonna go tell your wife.
Please don't. She'll
We've got it on record.
oh, no.
What happens in canning classes stays
Hey,
in canning
Mike,
classes.
do we have an oops?
He's like, I need you to cut that.
Funny thing is my wife's a very picky eater, and it's taken her longer for this lifestyle, because she won't eat. The egg comes out the chicken's butt. I'm not eating it, thing. She'll go out and get them all day long. They're her girls.
Somebody suggested bearded rebel canning.
Bearded rebel canning.
Rebel.
Oh, that's a good suggestion. She's like, I'm reading the live comments. Bearded rebel canner. I like it. I
I
feel
will
like
keep
we can
that in
coin
mind.
that. I think that's a good name. We got to write that down. Hold on, I'm getting a notebook and pen.
Yeah, he didn't write his name on the board, so he could totally.
Is there a marker? There is one.
You know, when, like I said, when I got into this during the pandemic, a lot of people were freaking out in the grocery stores, and I talked to a few people during the festival, but that was mine and my wife's entertainment. We'd sit there and stand in an aisle and watch people freak out. I went to Kroger one time.
There we go.
I forget what I was
Bearded Rebel Canner and Doomsday
doing. I
Queen.
thought the woman was an employee.
We got it.
She was wiping the carts. I walked in and grabbed the cart. She looked at me like I'd punched her in the stomach. I'm like, oh God, I'm sorry. We're masked and everything, gloves, and I just walked in the store. I think I was getting something. I met her at the meat counter. I said, ma'am, I'm sorry. They lost their minds.
This is very nice. We'll throw that away.
I had a lot, well, to me, it was an excuse to take a vacation. 2 weeks of whatever the curve, whatever the thing was. So I walked up to, I'm a bricklayer, so I walked up to my boss. My wife's a deputy at the jail. I said, Tim, I've been exposed. He said, get. Don't come back for 2 weeks. So within that 2 week time frame, I signed up union and started working in Louisville. Well, I got onions. Gotta have onions.
I forgot to
I
put
do.
onions in mine.
That's all.
So on Facebook, you've got, there's 2 Doomsday Queens.
It's the one with the 83,000 followers. Yeah. There's a guy in Denmark that's pretending to be me right now.
Yeah, I think I found that guy. At
I
first,
was
yeah.
like, somebody was like, is your account saying that you're doing that? And I was like, what are you talking about? So I guess that's how you know you made it in life, when people are pretending to be you on the internet now.
I do have a Facebook. It's a prepping group, but
I
I'm not
joined
on
it.
enough. I am not on it enough. I do need to commit to it again, because that's where I do a lot of, where I learn something and want to teach, give back. Like how to make homemade, like water filtration,
Yep.
stuff like that. I follow a lot of the survival guys, you know, like Jeff Smith talked about getting home yesterday.
Yeah.
I think about that all the time. We're back and forth from Huntsville. I cannot stand going through Nashville. I'll put that out there. If something happened and I'm stuck in Nashville, we're gone. We're running.
Nashville people can spend.
Nashville's crazy. And I love Nashville. It's a great town to visit. So we're gonna wipe the rim. Not need to put water in there more.
So last night I got lost. I learned you can't get lost in Kentucky. Well, you can, but you're gonna have to go a really long distance before you can make a U-turn. And so we thought we were going to, is it Sonny's?
Sonny's.
Sonny's barbecue, okay? But my Uber driver, she's back there. She took the early exit to put us on the interstate. And she's like, well, we're gonna make a U-turn. And it was cement down the center of your guys' interstate going the whole way, 15 miles to make a U-turn. I was like, I'm lost in Kentucky. I'm like texting him, I'm like, save me a seat. We don't know where we're going.
Could be worse. It could be in Pikeville.
Never been there yet.
No, it ain't bad. It really ain't bad. Jackson County, yeah.
Why is there the cement going down the
Breathitt
center
County, I
of the
got friends in
interstates?
Breathitt.
You guys don't.
The interstate,
Okay.
yeah.
Now you
Highway
notice,
roads, back roads and everything, it's not like that.
Okay.
If you're lucky to end up on a one-lane road.
Oh
A
no.
lot of one-lane roads here in Kentucky.
yeah,
And a lot of us fly.
Huh?
A lot of us fly through there.
Okay.
Know the road.
Well, I'll get
people
lost.
that live out in the country, we can drive it blind. 80 miles an hour blind, and it's
I just never thought if we got onto the interstate, you could make it a turn off to like go back for 15 miles. And I was like, oh
Or
no.
you have a lot of them that no U-turn. It's just for the cops to sit there and
Yeah.
watch it.
Yeah.
so Crystal brought
I
up
liked it.
earlier how we've got 3 different things here, and they will all can at the same time. And that's the beauty. That's one thing I do like about these Instapot canners. If you got, I got leftover ham here, and we got small. This is perfect. Go ahead. That's better.
Huh?
8 cups of water.
Hey, Lawrence, I don't know if you know this, but what's the wattage for those canners, you know?
What am I doing?
What's the wattage for those canners?
Oh, let me tell you. Hold on. I can figure it out. Are they all going? They're all going.
This one here isn't done yet.
Give me a minute. Lawrence, I want you to hold this above my head for a moment. Okay. 120 volts and 60 hertz.
Is that good?
We're good. I'm like, don't drop it on my head.
No.
This is a trust exercise, guys.
Like where you fall backwards.
No, we're not doing that. I am going to go buy all the banana pudding, though.
That stuff is good.
I'm going to go buy the whole thing. Yeah.
I was gonna ask you,
Oh,
did you find out yet?
not yet, not yet. Not yet. It's going to happen.
Well, those are nice.
Uh-huh.
I would recommend you learn how to do it
I agree.
the old way, so you would be a luxury item kind of thing. Otherwise, you're not gonna learn.
Yep.
Like I said earlier, I've been thrown, I'm usually stuck, but I'm gonna, next time we do the festival, I'm gonna have regular stovetop canner, water bags,
Yeah.
and maybe we can have some kind of hot plate or something working that we can.
We'll
run.
come up with a whole itinerary.
And have only one of these, have one of each.
Yeah.
That's
So
my next goal.
I recommend that you do use the stovetop ones. That this, in 30 years of Canadian, this is the first time I ever touched an electronic one, and I was like having a little bit of a panic attack. I was like, it's got a robot. I don't know how to use a robot. But it will take out a lot of the questioning, okay? You're gonna learn what your weight sounds like when it's rattling. These don't really, you don't see it as much. You're gonna learn how to flip down your heat source and watch your PSI slowly start to fall. You're gonna learn to watch your PSI so it doesn't get too hot. And then you can learn, especially on the, I wish I would have brought mine, where we can look at inside the rim inside, what is it, the gasket. All Americans don't have a gasket, it's metal on metal, but Presto does. Making sure you don't have cuts, divots, rivets, replacing that, doing maintenance on it. It's kind of just like a car. You just take care of her and she'll last forever, like she really will. Making sure that your gasket is fully tightened down, that you don't have food launched up in your vents. That is a big one. That's where it can make your pressure go either a little bit too high, a little too low.
Make sure the pressure gauge is good too.
Yeah,
That's
pressure
important.
gauge, and just cleaning it out and just having a little bit of maintenance with it.
So if you have, like, I bought a pressure canner
Mm-hmm.
years ago. I've obviously never used it at this point.
Well, we got to break that.
I know, it's missing the weight.
You can go to Ace Hardware and get
The
them.
weight you can get on Amazon, Ace,
Amazon and get 'em, yeah.
Ace Hardware.
Just need a 10 pound.
You just need a 10 pound because you're at good elevation.
Unless you're in the Rocky Mountains.
And then you gotta always use a 15 pound. I always have to make sure. I don't know what that 10 pound gauge looks like. I'm a little jealous.
I would take it with you because there's different canners with different weights.
What kind of canner is it? Is it a Presto?
It
Is it a
has,
twist lid or does it have the?
it has clamps
Okay.
that you have to twist down.
All American.
All American.
Yellow, that's all.
Okay, it's an All American, and this weight is circular. If you write down your phone number for me, I will text you exactly what it looks like, the weight. And on the All American, you have, it's like, what, 10 PSI, 15
Yeah.
PSI, and what? Yeah. It has all three, and it's on one round, and you literally just pick it up. It's like this. And so it'll say like 15, you set the 15.
Yeah.
And then there's another hole on the other side, and that's the 10. They're kind of genius. All Americans, they got it going on. They're like the
Americans are
Cadillac of canning.
Yeah, American's the entry level. You get an American canner, that's the entry level, get you started.
Mm-hmm.
Most people end up with an All-American at the end of the day.
I had a Presto forever.
No, I don't think I've ever looked for the brand new one. I got it from my mother-in-law. They are like clamps, like you twist and it locks in.
Presto. I've had both. I love them both. Like, I think that they're great. We have a few people who have worked with me recently, moderators, and they were like, I want to try canning. And I was like, sending you a Presto. Like, it's such an easy beginner. It doesn't break the bank. Now they're costing a lot more, but they used to not. Okay, I like it. I like it. As long as you're just inspecting your hardware, they will last a really long time. And just make sure you listen for a whistle. The whistle's the bad one, okay? Turn the heat off, whistle. We don't do whistles. The whistle is the pressure is struggling to get out. Like not like this. This is like a. But when I'm talking a whistle, sometimes food or siphoning can happen inside. This is what your grandma's told you as the horror story, or your mom's told you, and they're like, it's all gonna blow up. It's literally sometimes food can get up into where the vent is, and there you'll hear this little whistle. You hear the whistle, lower it down. That's when we can inspect, make sure that if there is something that got in there. I've had it happen only one time ever canning, where I had a jar explode, and it was like chucking stuff up into the vent, and I heard the whistle, immediately hit the off button on the thing, backed away, let the temperature, the pressure, as soon as we looked up, it was a chunk of meat that got stuck inside. So it was just struggling to release the pressure. Now, canners are built with so many safety mechanisms, you guys. They have extra ventilation in the back. Even if that got clogged, it didn't mean it was gonna go boom. What it was gonna do is it's gonna pop the emergency valve and release that pressure. So it's not like 40 years ago when if one little thing happened, there wasn't an emergent release. A lot of them have emergency releases. Yes? What?
Let's get your advice on this. This gentleman here in the end canned some ground beef without liquid.
Okay.
He wants to know, is it good or?
It's good. You're okay.
We just
Ground
say
beef's got
open
good
it,
fat
test it,
and all
smell
kinds
it.
of stuff. You're fine. You're fine. Sometimes the texture can be a little bit off if it's drier. Like say if you did like an 80-20 blend or a 90-10 and there's less fat in there when you're going to cook it up. I just recommend throw some broth in it when you're heating it up and it'll be okay.
Rebel didn't even know it.
You're just having a great old time.
Just Rebel without a clue, not Carl.
Are we gonna eat the chicken? If you guys want the chicken, let's do it.
You're welcome, yes.
I am here for it. I want you guys to try it.
So Crystal, what seasonings do you use or not use?
In canning?
Talking about pepper is kind of like a no-no.
I always felt it gave it an awful pepper.
I feel like that one can give it a little bit off.
Yeah, it
Um,
me like that.
Sometimes it can be, I mean, I don't really like pepper in general, so I probably wouldn't notice it as much. I'm not a big pepper person, but I like fresh peppers, so I can a lot with those flavors. Ooh, there's one. Hold on, let me think about it.
Usually they say add them after you do it, because they get more potency.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna be the same as your
Like fresh cooking it. So sometimes cut your seasonings in a quarter or a half because they will get a little bit robust in there. I'm trying to think. There is one ingredient that I do not like. We have to think about this one for a moment. This is a good question. This is a deep one.
It's been a good class here. These guys, they've been on it. They've been on it.
I feel like your normal like mustards, paprika, all of those are great. They can get strong. So just make sure that you're like, if you season with your heart, know where your heart's gonna go, kind of thing. Sometimes I've done both. Mm-hmm. I like whole mustard, especially with pickling. The only thing that you'll never find me ever like talk good about is what's the plant that tastes like soap? It's nasty. If a recipe calls for it, I'm like, I can't do it. But other than that, I like almost every other seasoning out there. So you can kind of just pick with your heart in it.
Cilantro is one of the best metals in pastas. It really draws the heavy metals out. It does.
It does it? I don't know if I'm that tempted. Y'all knew exactly what I was talking about. Somebody came up to me and was like, I made salsa with it. I was like, I'm good. I got my salsa over here. I don't know what it is. I just have that gene where I just don't like it. You do too. And I'm like, I smell them. You have it too? Oh, yeah. I know. Well, my husband was like, that food is so good. And I was like, if you eat Irish Spring soap, like, what are we doing here? But I have the gene. I didn't know it was a gene until I was like about 30. And somebody was like, no, it doesn't taste like soap. And I was like, it does. Yeah. Trying to think, is there any other ingredient you don't use? Trying to think of what Other ingredients I've chosen not to. I only cook with the ingredients I like. I don't feel like I branch out. Maybe I do, but maybe I don't.
That's what canning. Can and use what you like, and you're gonna eat. Yeah.
Oh, here's a good one. Canning salt when you are canning. Do you have to get the ball canning salt for canning stuff like this? No, it's just a fancy label, guys. Kosher salt is really great. You can do it. You don't have to, or the canning vinegar. You've seen it in the stores where it's like, here's your, it's very expensive. You're just using 5% vinegar, guys. It's okay.
I'll
Okay.
mention that too, that a lot of stores are sneaking in the 3 on us. We gotta really read
Yeah,
the
just
label.
watch for that 5%.
And
Do we
for-
want to get forks and let them taste
forks
test whatever
are
they
there,
want?
Plates are there. All you newbies, get the book and start from there. If
Yeah.
you've had a canner sitting for a month or a year, get it out and use it. When I got my Presto,
You're good.
I canned the water. Then I started canning today. That's how I got started. Then I moved to meat.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I initially wanted to do.
Oh, that is a good point. That is a really, really good point. Yeah.
But that's sterile. You can use that for medical emergencies or, yeah, clean water.
And there was a good point on the towels, like when you have them down, just make sure that they're not damp, because if it's cold water and you got a hot jar, you can shock it.
Yeah.
Remember, hot things, towels, double layer. My favorite thing is, though, put those cookie sheets down, you know, the wire racks that you cool your cookies on, lay a towel over it, and then you have like that double layering, and they always turn out really great. Yeah. I'm looking at all the chicken that they think we are going to do.
I said, I'm not, I'm only canning one. Y'all better take it back down, put it in the deep freeze or something. I ain't got a deep freeze. Well, I'll try to get to them when I can.
Huh?
It looks pretty good.
It does look pretty good, huh? Do you like chicken and potatoes? Then you're gonna really like that one, I promise you.
There's more chicken here that she canned Friday.
We've done a lot of canning here today, or this weekend. I'm like, I know, I'm like waiting to get home. I'm like, we're entering canning season, so I'm like, I know I'm just gonna be canning nonstop the whole time.
I like the fact that these are portable. You can move them out of your kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Just like to watch them, but
I didn't talk about saving woods either.
Huh? You're gonna save that one?
I didn't bend it.
You didn't bend it. Let's go. We got beef stew. We got all kinds of stuff.
and now is this your gravy with the sugar?
Yeah.
What was it, clear gel?
Yeah, just the clear gel. Yeah. Amish stores aren't open on a Sunday, are they?
No. That's one of the best things about being around here, but then you're stuck on Sunday.
Lawrence, I'm gonna need you to send me clear gel in the mail. I'm gonna leave you money. I just need a I'm just gonna you just get the $20 or $25 box and just fill it, or I'll just give you all the rest. Fill it up with all the seasonings.
Next time I make my stew,
Uh-huh.
put sugar gel in it.
You should try it.
I'm doing it.
I started exploring a little bit with like everything. I was like, should I do make a gravy? I made a gravy for, so that one's a chicken and gravy one.
Have the same gravy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're not supposed to can
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have modified cornstarch. And I get it from the almond.
but that Texas, what is it, Pomodoro, Texas? The one that's not,
I don't really follow all the rules.
well, it's,
I'm like,
it's the better pectin.
yeah. I've heard of it.
It's the better pectin, and it's the Amish one.
I was thinking on the flour. That's where I was like, wait, have I canned anything with flour?
Right.
I feel like I've canned bread, but it's been years. But I do noodles. That has flour. Like, I was just like trying to think. I'm like, what?
I saw a cabbage recipe. I didn't want to.
You know what? Maybe I have because I've done venison. I've fried up venison tips and beef tips and done it with potatoes and gravy. I have done one like that recently. And that one I fried in flour. Uh-huh. Yeah,
I saw biscuits and gravy.
so good. Oh, I want,
Biscuits and gravy.
we gotta do a biscuit. Well, I freeze dry. I make my own little MREs of biscuits and gravy.
I still have to, I gotta get a freeze dryer, but we buy at least every other month. I get
Yeah.
a package freeze dried food.
What time's the next class today? I made a gravy. We did a sure gel, so we just did chicken stock and the juice left over from the chicken, and then added sure gel into it, and then used that as the filler inside.
She just put the colors in the chicken, took the chicken out, and then used the juices and syrup.
And then just chicken stock. Yeah.
created itself or not, but you added.
Yeah, we just added a little bit in there, and then
We
what?
did, being not fully cooked, it created some of its own juice.
I measure with my heart. Right now I'm working on a cookbook, and I suck at measuring everything. So I just add it, when you stir it, because you make gravy at home, right? And you see it down, and then if you notice it's a little bit watery, I just add a little bit more. So I did it. He had a plastic little container, like a sour cream style container full of it, and I did probably half of it. But it was like a full cast iron skillet. But I can go home and measure it, and then give that to you if you'd like. Because I'm learning.
European does different.
Huh?
European does different from you. European
Uh-huh.
does different than yours.
I meant to grab venison, but it's just regular beef.
So,
Yeah.
veering off the
What I'm gonna do is
Yeah.
we haven't tested anything since the 70s.
Well, they have it, and they've cut most of them. So I have my great grandma's canning book from 1920. I have that one, and then cookbooks also. And then I have my grandma's, and that's who taught me how to can, 50s, 60s, 70s. And it's just, the weird part is so I've been working on this article for a while, and I've been doing the research of when Campbell dropped out, fast food restaurants came in, and what they were pulling off the FDA approved recipes, because these were all tested and approved recipes. And all of a sudden they're pulled, and that's like, can't can butter. And I'm like, but I have it in 1960, so we could can butter. I was born in 88, but my grandma taught me, and we went off the ball, like they were all over our kitchen. And I'm like, why are we pulling recipes? And so that's what I've been trying to cover, is like showing of, okay, we can do this, but now, like Campbell's can list that they have butter, milk, cream in theirs, but it's for us. And I was like, but I don't do like Amish canning of like water bath canning everything. I don't. My grandma like scared me to death on that. So I'm like, I've never tried that.
I just water bath green beans and potatoes.
You did? How did it go?
Well,
I want to try it, but I'm scared.
and no.
Okay.
So do you follow Rebel Canners?
Some of them.
Rebel Canners Facebook page?
Yeah, I'm on,
Yeah.
I'm on that group.
Are you gonna cut it? He's like, I'm cutting it. There you go.
But yeah, so I wish I'd have found a zinc. If you add zinc to your green beans, it keeps the color.
Oh, that's a good idea.
People are saying, well, 50 milligrams, because it's 50 milligrams.
Mhm.
50 milligrams is like zinc toxicity. Like, good God, it's in a whole quart.
Oh, people are so
supplement
scared of
zinc every
everything.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I do too. I take stuff there.
Exactly. So, but
People are weird nowadays.
zinc tablet in green beans and
Mhm.
But these studies I didn't have, I couldn't find it, so they turned out right. But they sealed every all of them sealed. I
Yeah.
did 7 quarts.
That's amazing.
But if you water bath green beans or probably something non-acidic,
Mhm.
you have to put. Well, some say you don't, but I would want to. I wanted to go on the side of.
Caution. Yeah. Yeah.
So tablespoon of vinegar, white vinegar.
Okay.
They said.
I'm gonna have to
taste the
try it.
vinegar.
I'm gonna have to try it.
And then, of course, I put the teaspoon of the salt
Yeah.
in, and they look fine.
Because I do like a sugar carrot recipe, and I do a couple drops of vinegar in with the brown sugar and stuff, like a nice glazy carrot. And I don't know what it is. It happened by accident because I was cleaning a rim, and I literally was like, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Well, we'll try that once. So we'll mark the lid. And it turned out really good. And I was like, okay, that's a little interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to drag out the and then I had 2 of those and haven't eaten.
I've never tried one until this one. I was like having a pan. He's like, you're teaching. And I was like, are you sure you want me to do? I've never touched this thing.
Just start canning. She was terrified. I'm like, I don't need to be
Yeah.
terrified. It's no big deal. My grandmother-in-law got me a small pressure cooker,
Yeah.
and so I got comfortable using that.
Yeah.
But she got one like this, and I'm like, wait a minute, baby, now.
How was the gravy?
Wonderful.
Decent?
It was.
We good?
Yes.
Just Sure-Gel. You can do it with beef bone broth. You can do it with all kinds of things. You just add something, a little something in there.
My daughter told me I had to meet you because we have the same name.
Do we?
Yeah,
Is it
Crystal
Crystal?
with a K.
Hi.
Hi, and we're both redheads.
We're both redheads. I love it.
Yeah, when she saw your name on the calendar, she's like, we have to go to see the Doomsday Queen because she's
Oh,
got
I
the
love
same
it. We have
name
the
as
same
you.
name. I love that.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
I'm excited. I'm so excited to meet everybody. It's been fun.
It's been a great weekend. What do we got over here?
I have no idea what's in half of these. We've got our mixture in this one. You can try this. This is chicken and gravy. You got beef stew. I'm like, see guys, not scary. Not scary. Steam.
You know the difference between raw meat and cooked meat. You're not going to do raw meat with any other ingredients, yeah?
That was
No, you
raw.
can.
That
You can
was
do it raw
Pat.
with the ingredients. Yeah.
And that was just,
And the chicken.
that was just brown.
Chicken and the
They were both technically raw. Yeah. You can do it with other ingredients, and if you wanted to start feeling comfortable first, do it plain, and then be like, oh, maybe I want to have carrots or potatoes in for dinner or something, and then just add a little bit and just see how it goes.
I think you made the broth and then you put the gravy in the jar. That
Yeah.
was your liquid.
The Sure-Gel. Yep.
Put the chicken and potatoes in, and then poured the gravy over it.
Yep. And I just left a 1-inch headspace.
Yeah, leave your
Yep.
1 inch in. So next time, my next batch of stew, I'm gonna do the same thing.
He's gonna try it with
I'm
that.
gonna put my ingredients, and I might get the texture like the meat and get the juices, make the gravy, and pour the gravy in. I'm gonna do. She mentioned this Friday, and I said we're gonna do this.
Of course.
So that was
We've been
That would be-
collaborating here.
So that was your.
Does he have a mic too? Oh, I was gonna say you.
The reason I was asking about the water is rough grid.
But separate chicken, not the chicken.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I've never used an electric one.
Yeah.
I feel like these would pull a lot.
Yes,
I was thinking maybe not keep the house with it.
Yeah.
75 minutes, 90 minutes. If it's meat. They-
Yeah, it's a hard one. That is, yeah.
Start canning in my yard.
I do that a lot in the winter. That because the Rockies, it's so cold. That is when we're playing the game. Like we play the game of Risk of like cutting all the temperature on like the camp chefs, and we wait till everything comes down to temperature, and then we move them inside and then pull them. Just because sometimes it is 40 degrees outside, and we're like, oh, we're not shattering everything, so we're just gonna let it. But it can get a little hard. I'm gonna find my water. I lost my voice yesterday.
So
Yeah.
I do a radio show in Denver.
Oh, yeah.
AM
Oh, okay.
radio. It's
Fun.
like a prepper radio show.
Oh, that's
Would you
pretty.
be a guest for it?
I would love to. Absolutely. Thank you.
I'm the co-host of it.
You're the co-host? Well, that'll be fun.
So yeah, it's Fridays.
Yeah.
How can
Yeah.
I reach out to you?
Yeah, let me give you my number.
And then I didn't know. I mean, I'm a pastor, so I'm trying to get my church social media
Yeah.
going, and it's just not going. I don't know.
If you want help, I can help you with anything. Yeah, absolutely.
I've been doing it for and I just use Opens Club, so it's not really a lot of effort. But that would be really cool.
Yeah, I think that would be fun. We've done, so there is a prepper radio show in Alabama, and I actually met him, and he was like, "Do you want to come on?" I was like, "I've never been on a radio. This will be fun." And so it's been a great time because he was like, "You got me and my wife back into canning, and my kids are canning." I'm like, "Let's do it!" Like I just think it's such
Yeah,
a powerful
my wife's
message.
Not into any of this. Luckily, my oldest daughter and my youngest daughter are, but
I feel like my 15-year-old's more of a doomsdayer than me. Like, we keep making the joke that she's the doomsday princess coming for her rising.
there you go.
I was like, oh, she's gonna take the crown, because she like comes in and she's like, the government would do that. And I was like, oh, you are You have listened to your mom a little too much.
Yeah, my wife's like, I have to water your garden while you're gone.
That's what my husband was like, so how much is in the garden? And I was like, did you check this one or this one? And he was like, we have to stop doing so many plants. We have to stop. And I was like, I have most on drip lines, but I was like, you still gotta like maintain it. But now that he loves the food, he's like, okay, I have to keep this alive because then she won't make it anymore. And I'll like make jokes. I'll go, I guess I can't make that recipe. And he's like, but.
Yeah, like I have meat rabbits and chickens.
Mm-hmm. She won't eat them?
I barely got her to taste the rabbit.
Yeah, I ate it.
Yeah, she's like, I tasted it.
I did.
So the
So
kids
she's
and my
making-
husband were
she's
kind of the
making
same.
steps.
So one thing I like to do is, have you ever done, do they eat any like game meat? So my family wouldn't eat game meat either. I kind of hid it. Don't give my trick away to the rest of your family. But I would do it in Hamburger Helper. And they had no idea that that's what was cooked. And then finally, like they were like, I don't want to have venison because they saw the bag was pulled out. And I was like, you've ate it for the last month. And they're like, what?
They know I'll trick them, so they're like, we want to see the package. Where's the store package?
Where's the yeah. But we've done like things where I've like showed how like slaughterhouses work, and they're like, oh, that's awful. And I was like, this animal had one bad moment ever in their entire life, like one bad moment.
It is a mindset change. Like for like growing up in a certain way the whole life, like then all of a sudden you want to change.
It is changing the
And I
mindset.
get it, because the first time I did meat rabbits, I had to stop because it was getting to me. And then I'm like, okay, there's a purpose here.
There is a purpose.
You can't just like flip the switch.
Yeah.
And now, if I do like slaughter the rabbits, and even the grandkids, all the grandkids are down there like, what's this? You know?
Yeah.
But they won't eat it.
See, that's the
So,
hard one.
Yeah, it's crazy. But now it's like, if I kill a rabbit and like one of my son-in-laws, like her husband, will take a bite and throw it away, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
You just told that rabbit its life is trash. So,
Yeah.
all right, let's be good. Take care of
I think
this.
there's a little
They're
kid
hijack-
live.
they're
Their
hijacking
life.
your show.
Their live stream. But yeah, if you want to do a radio, I'm always down. I love doing stuff like that. Like my husband's always like, you're always trying to spread. Because my theory is we know that the world is starting to get bad, right? We just know this. What's gonna happen is there's that switch. You know what I mean? Like things will get bad, and one more person prepping is a good cause, right? And that's kind of where I've looked at it is 99% of the population doesn't prep, and if we could get the number to 25% prep, 30% get back a little bit more to the old ways, we'll be a lot better off where we won't be tempted by so many conveniences that make us so dependent. And so
It's less strain on the system.
it is. Because we know it's going to collapse. I mean, we already saw the pandemic. Everything was gone. Yep. Absolutely.
I have mine. I kind of wrote like,
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, I will send you a picture of what my weight looks like. And then you can get them also at like farm and feed stores and stuff like that. But the All-American one is super easy. I was intimidated.
it's old. I mean, I saw it years ago, and somebody was like, well, it's missing this, and I was like,
We can make it work.
I'll take it.
Yeah, they last a lifetime. If it's an All-American, and they last a lifetime. Hi, guys. Welcome back. I got to find out how much time's till our next. Yeah, we are. What do you want me to teach today? I don't know. Gamble an idea. I don't know.
What'd you talk about yesterday?
Everything.
We're gonna talk about what you didn't talk about yesterday. Do part two,
Part 2.
the rambling.
Part 2 of the rambling.
Call it the rambling.
This one's on YouTube. I tagged you in it.
All right. Just go in there and do a Q&A.
That's true. We can do that.
Like, what do you want to talk about? Where are you going, PJ? I got something done for a second.
Will you guys ship me books if I buy a bunch of books and leave you with shipping money? Okay.
Just whatever.
I really want to read all the books.
Hey, I read all of Mike's books.
Yeah.
Read John Michael Lane's books.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking, they get text at like 3 o'clock in the morning. The last book I finished for Mike,
Yeah.
I texted him at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, you're a jerk. And he was like, needing more information.
I know. He said that there's cliffhangers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm gonna have to buy all 4.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, John Michael Lane's the last one I finished, and I'm like, I called him. I'm like, when's book 2 coming out? He's like, soon. And I'm
Soon.
like,
Soon.
not soon enough.
How much time do we have between a break right now?
What time is that? About 10, 15 after 11.
Oh, there's my water bottle.
You got probably 15.
So that's your,
This is me.
figure out what one.
Mine's a big old Hunting orange. If you ever seen an orange one, it's mine.
Yeah, we thought maybe it was that girl, you know,
Oh,
she was standing over
yeah.
there waiting for a ride down. And I was like, well, whoever it wants to, they'll be back.
It was me. It's because the ADHD vibes when I'm on a hunt and I need everything to be neon orange, I'll lose it.
Well, you can leave it here, that's fine, honey.
Okay. Do a Q&A?
You can come down and Q&A with you.
If you want to.
All right, I'll slide in there.
I'll leave it on live stream too. I tagged your whole account and then moving a lot of it. Where's your Facebook at? I follow you on there, but do you care if I tag those things over to you? Okay. We're gonna hit 1,000 people next year. I got a goal, and I don't like to miss goals.
Absolutely love you.
Sheer will and determination and insanity all in one little
Right.
redhead. It's fine.
Right?
We'll make it work.
20 each minutes, and then I'll slide in there in a few minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna sneak outside, talk to the chat, and then run down there. Okay. We'll find some kind of subject. I don't know. I was like, what subject did I not cover? Maybe I'll do rotational pantries. I don't know. Something? All right, you guys. We are back. We're going to sneak over. I'm going to take you guys to the tree for a moment. We're in the kids' corner. Are you guys still there? I don't know what you guys are able to see on live stream or if the mic is picking up. So if one of you guys want to let me know if it's working decent. Oh, I guess I can see the chat. How do I see the chat? Is that all messages? It's all good? Okay. I'm double mic'd up and I have 2 cameras running while we're teaching. We had somebody cancel today. They got sick. I think they got sick. And so I'm filling in another class. And I haven't really picked a subject for an extra class. So I think we were going to probably have to do like a Q&A. But I'll show you guys how pretty it is here. I'm just going to have a little seat while I get my bearing. Maybe about bartering? I feel like that would be a good topic. Did you guys have fun with the canning? Oh, BS, you had a great time yesterday. Definitely will go back to promote this locally, right? BS, I feel like it is such a great place. Absolutely amazing. For no refrigerator, freezer storage of meat, yes. We used the Sure-Gel. It was just to make a gravy. I got it out of a recipe of a different book, and then we did a little bit more. The engine near side of you is cringing. It's okay. Hi, Mike Tango Whiskey. I'm trying to go through all the comments if you guys are still here. Bearded Rebel Canner, yes. We're coming up with a name. His name is Lawrence. His mic, he's mic'd up because we're recording also on an iPad. So I'm doing the live streaming and then covering with this camera. So I'm covering all the content that way that can be pushed into long form content. So you guys can really get like a good Oh, you're doing an emergency canning session because the kids left the freezer open? Oh no. Well, you got it. You've got this. Cilantro tastes like soap to you too. I'm going through all the comments. I feel bad missing comments. I really do like to interact. Those are not Instant Pots. Those ones are actual canners. It's like a free class. Yes, Armed Forager. I'm not Casey, sorry. I was like, wait. So they're not Instapot. Those are the Nesco pressure canners. I should have brought an extra mic to mic him up too. Heidi, you're gonna make plans to go next year? It is such a fun event. You'll really like it. BS, I hope you have a great day. Cilantro makes the food taste so good. You're weird. You're weird, Henry. I am mic'd up. I'm double mic'd right now. I had triple mics on for 3 different cameras. I am definitely trying to get as much content for you guys so you guys can learn different things, see different things. How do you do a 911 canning freezer? Okay, so if your freezer is left open, everything is unthawing, right? You're gonna have to cook all the meat that's defrosting the same way you would do. You have about what? When you defrost meat, isn't it like 3 days after you defrost it to use it? So you start slicing it, putting it in jars, pressure canning it, keeping it in coolers. You're not gonna be able to refreeze it, but you're gonna be able to process it very quickly. And you're just gonna be holding, canning session after canning session after canning session. What I've done, I've only had one emergency freezer moment, and it was awful. So like chicken, I diced up all the chicken. It was in a big, huge bread bowl in my fridge, and I was just like powering through it as much as possible. You have a Nesco canner this summer so far? Practice beans? Yeah, it was really easy. Did I get a new pin? A pin for what? Hello from Louisiana. Welcome in, welcome in. These horses are my friends. I've sat with them a couple of times. I'm trying to think of what all I'm gonna talk about. I talked about so much yesterday. I talked for 2 hours. I lost my voice a little bit. I hope that you guys can come. William Bond's gonna be doing permaculture at the end of the night. Originally that's when my flight was, so I changed it so I could actually be here. I'm gonna film that one. He's awesome. You should give him a follow on YouTube. Absolutely phenomenal, very intelligent. And then I'm gonna be tagging everybody else's accounts. There's fermentation, there's milling your own flour, there's baking, there's sourdough. You name it, it's there. Hi Kaylee, welcome in, welcome in. Hi Vanessa. Yesterday, we hosted oh my goodness, a 10.5-hour live stream of the entire day. I don't know if we'll do that here. I don't know if anybody's got 10.5 hours to watch on watch time. I don't know. Tell me if you think that that's a little bit crazy. It could be a little bit crazy. There's tinctures today. There's so many things. I gotta try to get my voice a little bit back. What do you guys think? How do you think we should run it? Or should I break the classes up? I don't even know what time it is right now. I'm gonna replug my camera back in. Yeah, they did milling your own flour yesterday. We got the video footage of that. Break them up so people can watch them. Okay, so that means I'm just gonna have to start and restart a live stream a lot. Easier later, yeah. Today is gonna be, it's gonna be power hour. I'm gonna tell you that, power hour. 11:22. I don't know what time my class is. I'll take you guys in so you guys can see everything. You guys want to go see everything? What do you guys think? What are you guys feeling? All right, let's go inside so you guys can see everything. Oi! Teacher, don't be late. I'm gonna try not to. Anything that they need help with, I'm more than willing to help. I think it's a great opportunity. I'm gonna tell you right now, that place right there, best banana pudding. I had my first banana pudding yesterday and I was in heaven. Let me close, shoot. 1 second. I'm gonna put you guys on a normal selfie stick stand. See, I got like 2 going on. All right, let's go in so you guys can see everything. So they got food here. They got Dad's Barbecue Catering, their banana pudding, and their food is 10 out of 10. Absolutely delicious. I haven't had Gloria's yet, but that's now because I tasted the banana pudding, and so I know what I'm gonna be eating the entire time I'm here. Let's go see what the scheduling looks like so then you guys have a better idea of how each and every day is laid out. And so when you're coming here, you get to pick your classes and kind of just choose which ones you want to do. Oh, you're so sweet. Here, let me get that for you. Okay, so this is what the scheduling looks like. And so each day has their own blocking. You have your own blocking there. So those are the types of classes. There are rabbit processing, canning workshops, land nav, and then yesterday, that's what that looked like. And then this is today's schedule. So today's schedule, we just finished canning. And then I'm gonna do one, they were talking about home protection. That class got canceled, so I'm stepping in. But they have, Dana is doing home fermentation. There's a sourdough class, 7 deadly sins of health. And then there's just so much going on. So we're gonna head to, so this is where I'm gonna be, is workshop 2 area, which is in the pit. So I'm gonna take you guys to the pit. So there's classrooms down that way. And then these are the different areas. So when you're looking around, there's different booths. They're talking about digital, privacy. Four minutes? Okay, I'll head down there. I haven't picked a subject yet. We're going to be winging it today. We're going to be winging it. There was a lot of chicken processing that was down in the pin holding area. And then I still have all these shops to cover also today. So there's so much going on. So there's the holding pen is down there. Then there's gonna be another class over there. We have protection dogs over here and dog training. Coffee, which is where I'm gonna be going to next. Thank you so much for Serena for sharing that. And then you have like some radios over there and just different types of classes. Hey, hi, nice seeing you guys here. No, they canceled that class.
Yes.
So,
We saved that for our last class because we gotta leave after this.
oh no.
So we're gonna listen to,
We're gonna be talking about all things prepping.
we like all things.
We like all things prepping. I feel like that's such a great, I'm like, yesterday we covered so many things. So I'm like, where are we gonna actually go with this? And what are we gonna do? He's like,
We
you'll,
didn't see you in the auditorium yesterday because we went to a different class.
yeah, there's so many different things, right? I'm like, it's been a busy one. Here we go, auto tracking. All right, so I'm gonna be safe to assume that you're all preppers, right? We're all preppers.
You can assume that, yes.
Yeah, we can assume it. All right, so what is one of the biggest areas that you've had questions on while developing as a prepper?
Biggest area.
Storage is a hard one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like rotational pantries. I really enjoy the Costco bins. You know, those ones with the yellow lid?
But
I know, that's the hard one.
seeds and everything, you know, you
Mm-hmm.
can't store it out in the middle of the sunshine.
Yep.
Store it,
So we've done it in a spare room in our house and like kind of just took over doing it.
we have to take
Yep.
over our
And then we just like label it. So we have like medical supplies are in one, then the next one, then the next one. But we started to get really, really creative. So like even our pantry inside of our kitchen that's our active pantry. And then our rotational of like where I'm canning everything else is in a totally different room that's like overtaken that whole room. But we just use it like as a grocery store. So, you know, first in, first out. So I pull them up and as long as it's going into my active pantry all the time, I feel like we're constantly rotating. But storage is the hardest one. Mm-hmm. And then we've started moving a little bit to caches. We've done about 5 caches in the last 2 years. And so that's just like having extra ammunition and food. We have socks in them just because I think it's the military in us that your feet get wet, something happens. I feel like that's your biggest tool for your body. And then also using our preps like actively in our home. So nobody would notice when they come in where all of our VHS tapes and stuff like that are. There's some gas filters in that cupboard. Nobody would notice. Yeah, we started getting like really creative of like, if something happens and we're at ground level, like we're in our home, are we gonna wanna run all the way down into the basement to go find something that was potentially there? Or could we store it kind of behind this decorative vase?
We wish we had a basement. Man,
Yeah.
You know, 'cause after 15 years
Mm-hmm.
doing this, it's
Yeah.
getting overwhelmed.
We never had a basement until 10 years ago. Never. So my kitchen cabinets were always like hardcore stored up, and I feel like all my baking dishes were like randomly in a hutch somewhere else in the house. Because I was like, they're like, you don't keep your dishes in your thing? I was like, no, I don't have space for that.
Right.
My biggest problem is how do you find something you bought 10 years ago?
How do you what?
How do you find something you bought 10 years ago that's at the bottom of the pile maybe?
Oh, like what? That is a hard one, is that rotation of figuring things out. Like what kind of item were you looking at for?
Just whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever I need that day. I know I got it. I bought it 10 years ago. Where is it?
So one thing I've done is I printed off inventory lists and put them on like the outside of totes, and then keeping a binder where my locations are. So
We have a freeze dryer too.
a freeze dryer too. Oh, so you've dabbled all the way and you're full blown in.
24/7 for 3.5 years.
Yeah.
That's all in the garage, stacked up on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mess. It's a mess. Yeah.
It does get overwhelming. Have you?
I get prepper fatigue.
Oh yeah. So all preppers are gonna go through this wave, right? We see something on the news, and it heightens us, right? It's that scary moment of, "Ooh, is this really happening?" And so then our mind goes into the what if, and we start doing this. So what I do is I do a small incorporation, right? So once a month we do like a pizza night, movie night. And that's when I Mylar everything, because I'm constantly doing rice or beans or freeze drying and those kind of things. So everything that's kind of been set aside, freeze drying, I automatically Mylar it. But if there's something where I'm like, oh, I want to make this meal and take it out with us, or try it, or incorporate it a little bit more into like our everyday eating, that's when I kind of make those plans. And so all the kids will be like watching TV or whatever, you know, husband's watching TV. And then I'll be like, oh, okay, I need to do this, this, and this. And then I'm organizing it. But then I also like to pull the oldest ones forward.
And
Yeah.
that's- We're not rotating.
Yeah. The rotation is the hard one.
The rotation is the hard one.
And then you don't want,
Stuff that needs to be thrown, but then you go, but you need that,
yeah.
you know.
The might need it, and then the rotating. And one of the things I like to do is, so if you're feeling like you're getting overwhelmed, right? We all feel that. I do it too. Toothbrushes, toothpaste, like I end up with like a gazillion on a regular basis. It's okay, for the next couple months we're gonna focus on using old preps because we know that we're gonna replenish this, but I feel like they're getting really old back there. And so I'll go through that checklist and look at it like, oh, shampoo and conditioner. Now I got teenage girls, so we're going through it like water because my son thinks it's potions in the shower. And I'm like, okay. But it's allowed us to like really start to pull stuff. But we got into that mindset of kind of forgetting about things and letting it overstack, even like medication wise, where we were like, oh, we probably should go through that one a little bit more. And it's just kind of having that active of setting a goal once a week of, okay, is there something that, what if we need it, right? Can we use it? Can we try it? Can we see it? Oh, I have extras. Okay, let's try that. And maybe even setting it as a goal like once a month.
Once a month, we have to.
Right. Where are you gonna put it?
No, we're throwing it out. We could put it in the trash,
On what?
whatever, that's getting old.
Oh, that's getting old.
Yeah, we
Well, you
have
can
it
donate
for
it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you don't donate
Yeah.
it. Like you said, we started buying 15, 20 years
Yeah.
ago. And
Are we talking food or just items?
items.
Items. Okay, good. So you're doing well on the rotation of food.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I feel like that is actually one of the most kryptonites, is many people will go into the food and they never, ever, ever rotate. And I'm like I had one season of peaches and it's still like, it's a bottom shelf on my main shelf that a lot of people see in videos. And I think we did 200, almost 300 pounds of peaches. Like, I mean, it was insane. Like, and they were in totes. Like, we didn't have anywhere. We only had one shelf in the basement. I was like, we have nowhere for this. And people are like, well, you don't use what you have. And I'm like, do you realize how many jars that originally was? Like there was so many, and now that we're finally getting through that 2021 season where it was overabundance, because obviously pandemic, we wanted to grow and put as much weight. We're in the middle of a pandemic. And so now we're working through that one. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let up a little bit here, only do, you know, a year's supply for that year of that harvest season, and then freeze dry the rest and stuff and try to get it to last.
That stuff is long term,
Mm-hmm.
20, 30 years.
Yep. Freeze drying is amazing. Like it's a game changer because then you don't have to think about it.
We've got over 200 buckets.
I'm loving it. See, and then that's the smart
It's
part.
on the Mylar, too.
Yep. The Mylar that's the great way to do it, is putting stuff.
But it's hit me.
But it's the other items, I'm telling you, like toothbrushes. This year is the first time we've hit E on toothbrushes in a decade.
Oh, really?
Teenagers have slumber parties. I've had every teenager in a like 20-mile radius at my house. So I'm like, toothbrush. And then I'm like, wait, we're now down to like 10 left. I was like, okay, now we got to replenish that. But starting to use that conditioner, those kind of things where I'm like, oh, it's starting to get old. I'm going to end up buying more anyways. So let's just pull that from the back and put it up front.
Yep. We're gonna do that.
Mm-hmm. And same with even like gas filters. Those are only good for so long.
The what?
Gas filters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like filtration systems, sometimes can go bad too. So try it out, use it, test it out, see how long it works, see if you're comfortable with it, you know. What do you got question-wise? Or topic-wise?
We just moved.
Okay.
I came from a house with a 1,500 square foot basement, clean, dry basement.
Mm-hmm.
I could have took that off the table. And we moved to a house. It was half as big as the house and no basement.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm going through things, a lot of the non-food perishable items.
Yeah.
And some of the food perishable items. Going through this, I'm going like, yeah, it's 2 years out of date. I've had it for this long. I can replace it.
Mm-hmm.
In the dumpster.
Yep.
And re-replace it.
Yep.
That sort of thing. And then,
I feel like in the pandemic, I used so much of my preps. Did any of you guys do it during the pandemic?
for us, for our family, that pandemic, that 20 spring, we lived in northern
Oh, okay. You were in northern Utah?
northern New York.
Oh, New York. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that spring of 2020, the state was closed for like 6 months.
Yeah.
All right, and it was the best time of our life.
Right.
It absolutely was. I worked from home. Our whole family spent, instead of me going to a job, my wife going to a job, my boys going to a program,
Mm-hmm.
we were all
You were all home in that quality time.
our family time together.
Yeah.
And our garden, that was the best year we had in our garden.
It didn't affect us.
Just
I know. And my garden was flourishing because I had so much time to just like one-on-one be with it. My mom had an organ transplant during the pandemic, like right as the shop. So we had pulled her before she went into a treatment facility because that's where everyone was dying. Everyone was, somebody got sick in the rehab facility as it was done. And so we were really cautious of like not even going out, not going to a grocery store, not anything after the first initial. We were like, nope, we don't need to. And so we rotated such a huge chunk of our pantry. Like everything from before 2020 was used. Everything. And I was like, and I started realizing, I was like, I don't have enough protein stored up. Like that one was like one area that I was like, okay, I need to start being a little bit more self-sufficient in this area. And then I realized like tomatoes and peaches are my jam, but we got to have a little bit more than that. And so then I started going into a little bit more corn and carrots. And I do like to make lists, and I don't know if any of you guys do. I try to keep track in a month of how much food I use in my home, right? Because like if we're preparing, we should have a kind of a quantitative idea of how much we eat, right? Like what you like to eat, how much you eat. And so I like to keep like a running list. And so like I know for my family, we will use anywhere from 52 to 86 jars of marinara in a year, easily. Salsa, yeah, salsa is a big one. every football game, every little get together, there's always salsa. I feel like that one's a top one. And so I started keeping running numbers, like when I would empty one mason jar or a Mylar bag of, okay, this and this. And so then I started adding a little bit more and a little bit more. And then now I've cut back like on buying bread from the store. I make a lot of all of that stuff myself. And I'm like, okay, now I know I use about 150 to 200 pounds of flour a year easily. And I never like had that, you know, like when you're Mylaring, you're like, oh yeah, I got to put aside, I put 25 pounds and stuff. And I was like, realistically, that's only a year's supply right there for a family of 5. And so then I started breaking that one down. And so then I'll pull, even though I know it's good for 25, 30 years, I pull it because I'm like, these inflation prices are awful. I don't want to give them any more of my money on that.
We don't, we live on a farm, so
Yeah.
we have a full garden and
Yeah.
everything and meats and things. I don't go out much, and when I go to the grocery.
Do you panic? Because I panic.
You know, I do.
It gives me anxiety. Like I don't
Yeah.
know how people do not prepare, because I'm like, I go in and I looked at, we bought steak here from the grocery store. I've never bought steak from a grocery store in 6 years, because we buy a half a cow every year. And I was like, $32?
For us, yeah, right.
I was like, gas me. I was like, well, we might as well just get the tomahawk and share it, because like at this price, we might as well just spend $60 on that cut of meat than anything. I was like, this is like this big. But
Well, his favorite.
keep talking. I'm grabbing a chair. We're having friend time.
His favorite line is, "You don't get out much, do you?" And I say, "Well, thank God I don't," because it's very, very depressing, kind of. When
Yeah.
You get out and see how much things have gone up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is. And it's really sad because many people are starting to think that this is normal, right?
Right, and they're getting used to the higher prices.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, and are you feeling like that recession is coming? Like, I mean, we've been in like a slow grass recession, and I think we're heading towards that depression range. I was like, because I've made jokes about it. I was like, they are floating our stock markets right now. Like, they are floating it. Like, one day's bad, one day's great. Oh, everything's fine, everything's fine. I'm like, how are people affording their homes? How are they affording their cars? How are they affording this? Like, this is not sustainable on any level. And when that crash happens, I think that's when we're gonna see that panic set in. And it's like, how do we, and you guys are smart. Like, I would definitely say don't get rid of your old preps, but if you can rotate them forward into your life a little bit and replenish where you can, or keep them. I mean, it's so expensive at this point that, I mean, the Dollar Tree is not even a Dollar Tree anymore.
no, it's not.
No, it breaks my heart.
Dollar Tree. Went to Dollar Tree a couple of weeks ago just to
Mhm.
buy some seeds because they got the American seeds. They're pretty,
Yeah.
pretty decent.
Yeah.
They used to be 4 for $1.
Yeah.
Now they're
3 for
$1
$1.
and a half.
Yep.
So that's how much the inflation has come up. Even at Dollar Tree,
Mhm.
that people don't even think of 3 for $1 and a half. 50 cents a piece. It
Yep.
used to be a quarter.
It is. It's a hard. It's weird on what they're charging. It's weird that it's become acceptable. We just looked at our property taxes. They just added more to it, and I was like looking at it, and I was like, what is this now? Like, our area is over $4,000 a year,
Oh, wow.
and I was like,
Where is that?
in Utah. I can't say the town. I'll say it after the live stream, just because I don't let all of them know. Sorry, guys.
Are we live?
There's some stalkers in there. I'm just kidding. kidding. But they've raised our prices, and now we're looking at it of like, where do we go? That has a lower cost of living. We're done with it. It doesn't serve a purpose to us anymore. And then the congestion of everything, because we know it's coming.
Yes.
This is, you can only have inflation for so long. We've all seen it, right? The inflation goes up and then everything crashes, right? Because it's not sustainable anymore. So people will stop buying houses. They'll go into foreclosure. Nobody can buy those houses, even if they're in foreclosure. Yeah.
It's getting, harder and harder.
It is.
Mentally for all of us, I think, to kind of act like it's not happening. A lot of
Mhm.
people are acting like it's not happening, but
It is happening. And that's that discernment that's inside of you, that where you're like, oh, I see this. Oh, I don't.
I don't want to be a doomsday.
Oh, you can be a little doomsday. Oh, I make the joke because my kids are like, I don't ever want to be a doomsdayer or, you know, those kind of things. And I was like, you're running active shooter drills in school. You're a doomsdayer now. And they're like, well, if something happens. So my daughter, her school did a drill, okay? And they did not tell the kids they were a drill. So the kids panicked, right? She was outside in the field with her friends. Well, she went straight to, and I never really thought it would click in her head at like the age of 12. Like, I mean, she's in middle school, like the clicking in the head of like an actual emergency. It turned on and I was so impressed and very proud. But she evacuated with like 20 teenagers, like preteens. And I like came home and into my basement and they were all playing pool in the basement. And I was like, what you guys doing? They're like, the shooter drill went off, so we left the situation. And I was like, so we loaded up my car and I was driving back and forth to the school and I was like, did you know you had like 20 missing students? And they were like, you guys can't leave the school grounds. And she goes, y'all said shooter drill or shooter, we left. We were gone. And I was like, all right, well, you definitely use that SHTF moment to the right, you know, but most of the time you question your kids, you question their intelligence. You're like, are you really gonna get this in your head in an emergency? Like sometimes we can choose to just disconnect away from it and be observant and have that discernment, and you're seeing it. And that's one of the reasons why you guys are prepping the way you are, is we know that it's gonna get worse, unfortunately.
34 years in the military, so.
I feel like the military just makes us all preppers. My husband's been in for 21, I did 8. I'm telling you, it just makes us a little bit more prepared for what could.
Our son's on the border and border patrol.
Oh, okay.
In the Army, and it's like,
They're going through it too.
they will.
And we live in a society right now that preaches hate. I don't want to get like
Yes.
too deep. I don't want to upset people, but we live in a society that preaches hate, and preaching hate causes civil unrest. And that is like one area like that I've talked about, and people are like, what do you mean you're preparing for civil unrest? You think everyone's gonna take into arms? And I was like, I mean, we've watched people get shot on television. You know, we're watching this modern day of just different opinions. And I was like, even that, like, I took a back step from social media because of it, because I was like, is this something that I need to worry about as things continue to grow and get bigger? Or like, are we making assumptions that we know each other's heart and soul and, you know, our morals? Like, it just, there's so much hatred out there to just tear people apart. And it is crippling our country. It is crippling because
Politicians that used to just have.
well, they all have the same donors.
Their differing views on this one's evil and that one's
Right.
not. And so we kind of do that ourselves too.
I like to, I'm more apolitical than anything because they're all bought out now. It's all lobbyists. You want to know where to invest your stocks, just see who wins on the election, who's their lobbyist. Okay, they're going to invest more into tech. They're going to invest more into this. They're going to do this. I mean, it's being a lobbyist is illegal in I think it's 30 something countries across the world. You're not allowed to lobby for a politician because it's corrupt, but here it's normal. We can have it. So, and unfortunately, it just tears people apart because we are the pawns in a game that can end up hurting us. Do we want to break down more storage? Do we want to what items do you think you have an abundance of?
Too much to me.
Yeah. Where you're feeling overwhelmed, like you're forgetting that you bought it 10 years ago.
I don't have anything up here.
So you're the one that feels overwhelmed.
I mean, our house has turned into everyone's stacked.
Yes, because you're preppers.
And we have, and we're in empty districts, of course, but we don't have any place for the children and grandchildren to come. because
Yeah,
all the
sometimes we have to
rooms
just
are
move
gone.
it to. So I have a friend that's done a Connex with an air conditioner, and that was pretty cool. They did solar and like a little AC thing, and that's what we're looking at on our property. We just got one Connex out there. Sheds, pole barns, because even when we move, we know we probably won't have a basement again, because we just want to downsize our life a little bit, but we're going to move my office into a shop. And so we were like, okay, we'll move our preps there and do my rotational pantry there. So I just got to keep an air conditioner to kind of keep it a little bit regulated, and a heater because it gets like -10 out there. It's just trying to figure out things. I'm sorry, the original class like canceled.
Yeah, no, it's
Barbed wire is great though for home protection. I like barbed wire. I like the baby monitor sensors, the ones on Amazon. You know, the little window chimes that don't have any, you don't need a service for. We use
Can't
those.
come onto our property, and I don't know it
Yeah.
because I got monitors.
You have monitors everywhere. Yeah. We've done different trail cams. We're starting to build like a permaculture fence. So on one side of the property, we started putting down raspberries, blackberry, thorns, like getting a little bit of a thicker, and then bringing back a layering. But I'm actually going to be asking William a little bit more of like, how do we layer this up to create more of a defense? So I was like, dang, that class got canceled. I wanted to watch that one too.
Yeah, so you were saying next year, are you planning to come back?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so, we had one in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. I heard there was one in Tennessee. I
They
just wanted to.
canceled it and moved it to Lawrence, Kansas.
Huh.
It's been going through for years and years, and so I didn't know why they.
Are you getting coffee?
And,
Are you getting coffee? He's coming to do a Q&A too.
oh, okay. But from our press for this class,
Yeah.
you're busy. I understand. If you want to go do something else, you do not.
No,
have
I
to-
want to hang out with you guys.
don't
I'm
have
here
to
for you
keep us
guys.
here.
No, because I think these are great questions. We were talking about storage.
Storage.
Mm-hmm.
Food storage or just all around
Just
storage?
kind of rotating. She wants to clear out a little bit more room for the kids. He's got his preps organized. I said a Connex with the AC.
That would work.
He did 30 years in the military. We none of us hear very well.
A Connex with an AC would be good. What are you going to store in there?
You name it.
Food recipes.
Food, yeah.
The,
5
I-
different buckets.
I would definitely do like an AC in there.
'cause
Yeah, it's gotta have AC.
the biggest thing that's going to kill your food is heat and humidity.
Right.
The cooler, like our basement, most of our food storage is in the basement. My basement stays 60 year round. So it's like ideal for food storage. That and the humidity, I run a dehumidifier, but when we built the house, we waterproofed super good. The basement has never had a drop of water in it in the whole time, 15 years I've lived there. A Connex would be good. Personally, with me, I would put some stuff that didn't need climate control out in the Connex more and keep the food inside the house if you can find the space.
That would be the best.
Finding the spaces is our number one because we've been doing this so long for 20 years probably at least, and it just builds up. And it's hard to get rid of stuff because you might need it.
Yeah.
And so,
So I would do a challenge, since you said 20 years ago, I would say all your flour from 20 years ago, and this is what my grandma would do. Pull it forward and use it for a year. Cut your grocery bill and just pull it.
we don't do flour, we do grains.
Oh, grains? Okay, yeah.
We do fresh.
Yeah, and then fresh millet.
Yeah.
Because there was one where we learned a lesson. So my grandma, one time, we were packaging stuff up too fast. And we just had a busy day and we didn't put enough oxygen. We just kind of slacked. And she had actually pulled stuff out of the freezer and sat it on the counter, but didn't let it really fully dry out. And there was humidity in it. And so when we pulled it forward years later, she was like, oh, this one's getting about 15, 20 years old. We're already putting way more ahead. Let's pull that one. And then that became our grocery bill for the year, right? Like we can just use it and fall back on it. We found one bag that was completely bad and she was like, I remember exactly what I did. And she wrote that in her journal and we talked about it. And that's like a big lesson plan that I use of like, why I keep things like on the counter for a week, like to kind of make sure that there's no humidity in it, there's no moisture, no nothing. Because sometimes I notice like with new preppers, they'll pull stuff from the freezer and they package it up too fast, but it's a good lesson just in case.
All right. Now, Crystal, are you and I'm staunch diehard on this topic, are you somebody that takes the stuff and puts it in your freezer, lets it freeze for a certain amount of time? Because I've gotten into like fights with people. They're like, you have to put it in the freezer and kill all the bugs. And I'm like, bugs survive winter. So my thing is, if you're putting it in Mylar bags with the oxygen absorbers in it,
that's what I do.
All the oxygen. If I seal y'all up in a Mylar bag and throw an oxygen absorber, you're going to die.
Yeah.
So you'll just have a little bit of crunchy something in there, and it's like, okay. But people have fought me tooth and nail. They're like,
oh,
you have
people
to
will
freeze it.
fight crazy over that one. My grandma was a diehard freeze one. Okay, but for me, my degree, I have a bachelor's in biology. You can't live without oxygen, and it's exactly what you said. So you're making it faster, you know. But that's like one where I talk to people because people will they will die on that hill. They're like, you have to freeze it. I'm like, please leave it at least on your counter for a week minimum, please, because like that moisture, you're putting something away and then you're losing all your hard work.
Right.
And that would be, if something happens, that would suck to find out it's all bad.
In the fresh field flour price,
Mm-hmm.
that you lose a lot of the nutrients out of your flour after it's ground.
Yep.
So after a week, you have lost about 90% of the nutrients. So the flour you're buying
Yep.
from the stores,
It really doesn't have the
it
nutrients.
really has
Yeah.
nothing.
I'm just dabbling into milk. Like I love wheat berries, and we're just starting to like do it all the time. But there's so many people out there that don't know what a wheat berry is.
Did you go to her? I mean, did you sit
I
in
was
her-
teaching during that one, and so
It was-
Victoria was recording it because I was like, get all the information. I'm so excited.
And another gold nugget I'll tell you, because I got into freeze drying. I bought a freeze dryer 4 years ago, something like that. My Mylar bag supplier, I was telling him, I was like, I need some more bags. He said, what are you doing? I was like, we're doing freeze dried food at the house. He said, you need to order the slow acting O2 absorbers. Because if you're freeze drying at the house, your regular O2 absorbers produce a little bit of heat. And he said it's enough heat that it'll get condensation in the bag and it will ruin your freeze dried stuff. So then I buy all slow acting O2 absorbers just so I don't get it mixed up. Because you've got, you know, we'll run 60 pork chops in the freeze dryer at one go. You get the wrong O2 absorbers and 60 pork chops and went down the tube.
Do them raw or cooked?
I do both ways. We'll do some raw and some cooked and make sure I always label it. And I never mix it. It's like we're going to run a whole batch of raw or we're going to run a whole batch of already grilled, and always just label it. One of the biggest things, we'll go to Sam's and buy rotisserie chickens. Shred the rotisserie chicken, throw it in the freeze dryer. You can get one per tray on mine. So we can do like 5 chickens at once and then throw it in the freeze dryer and let it go. I know you got questions. The wheels are turning.
The wheels are turning.
Run this whole thing.
I don't know how he does this. I'm just baffled.
4 hours of sleep a night. And then we've got to tear everything down tonight and have it back to where she can do stuff Monday morning. No, well, Lindsay that runs the expo. So, because they've got stuff pretty much every day in here, stuff going on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So probably this coming up next week, they'll probably have a horse show in here. So we got to get everything torn down tonight and back to the original state, and it should be set. It'll be a midnight when we get home. You got it. What's the question?
I'm here to listen and
He's like, I'm here to listen and learn.
What else?
I don't know. Have any of you guys dabbled into explosives yet?
Explosives?
shut off the cameras.
Yeah. We just got
Turn the
banned.
cameras off. Turn the cameras off. I'm kidding. Kind of. Got a bunch of new smoke grenades, and they're really cool. To say.
There's a company you could buy civilian-ready legal flashbangs.
Yeah. You
got to go through. They've got a little test.
Yep. You got to get the certification.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're right back there. We're right back there.
Training
Tripwires, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Training devices for sure. I've got to get on there. I passed the little test. I just hadn't ordered any yet. Like literally, you take the test online and you just answer the questions. They're like, "You're certified." I'm like, "All right, thanks. Send me the stuff now."
Please send it. Yeah, there's some fun ones. I mean, I feel like food is one of the easiest ones with rotation. I feel like it's the one most people get overburdened.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's way easier. Just run it like a grocery store. First in, first out.
And a lot of people look at it. I see a lot of guys on YouTube. They're like, you have to have a year's food supply. And they look at it, and a new person coming in is like, holy crap. They look at what they eat in a year, and they're like, there's no way I can do it. It's how do you eat an elephant? You take it one bite at a time.
Yep.
Start in like 3 days, and then let's go on a week. And then once we hit the week, you've got 2 weeks. And by the time you've got 2 weeks done, you're like, dude, this is gravy train. I'm buying a few extra things every time I go to Kroger.
Buy
And-
one for now, 2 for later. That's
Yeah.
my favorite thing.
And then once you hit the month, you're just like, man, I'm running 2 or 3 months. It's gravy train after that.
I buy one for now, 2 for later. If I buy something I'm gonna eat right away, there's always 2 or 3 or 4. I only buy pasta 2 times a year.
Really?
Yeah, family of 5. I always buy it when it goes on the sale because you never find pasta now less than $1 a box. So once it hits that 99 cents, I'm telling you, there's 40. And my cupboards, they're on top of fridges, they're on the ground, and then we just rotate it. And we've broken up our groceries throughout like the last couple of years that way, where we know what groceries we want, and mainly we go for like something fresh that we don't have in our own garden. Now, not so much. Parasites in our bum now.
Stuff into 2 groups. We have, stuff that's our immediate weekly things, and the stuff that is long-term storage.
Yep.
We don't use a lot of flour. We eat a lot of rice,
Mhm.
and we store a lot of rice. And,
Yep.
we have, rice set aside with 15, 20-year lifespan, and then you've got the foods that you go through regularly that we constantly rotate as we buy. And then we dig into the long-term stuff every once in a while. There's all that flavor.
There you go. Get your face in there.
You might break the camera.
No, you won't.
I do the same thing. Like we've got 3 pantries at the house. We've got the upstairs pantry right by the refrigerator, and that's the stuff that we're using every day. The secondary pantries overflow. That's where flats of stuff are at. And my wife will tell me, she's like, we've only got 2 cans of green beans. It's like, cool, I'll bring up a flat for that. Or we've got corn, that kind of stuff. And then the third pantry is all long-term stuff, and a little bit of overflow from pantry number 2. And my pantry, my pantry number 3 is essentially, I stopped, like, everybody wants to do buckets and 5-gallon buckets with 5-gallon Mylar bags. I'm like, that's cool. Very little stuff is stored
I like the
in 5-gallon.
2.5 gallon ones and doubling them because you can pull and then put it into your kitchen.
I do 55-gallon drums and 2-gallon bags.
Right.
And I take a 55-gallon drum with an open top, and I just fill up the 2-gallon bags.
That's smart. Because we have like the 9-gallon. Mike, are you still in here? Mike brought me 9-gallon ones, which were awesome. Have you seen
I
them?
hadn't seen the 9-gallon.
They're blue. They look like a water jug. He got them in Utah, and he got some for his family and then for us, or 15-gallon ones, but they're like smaller than the 55, but they're long. They're almost like a cylinder, almost like, have you guys watched ever like Monsters Inc. on like Disney? You know, like the little Disney show. They have like a laugh container. They're like that, but you can like slide them behind stuff.
Really?
They're really cool. I'll send you a photo of them. They're really neat.
Now, we did do some 55-gallon drum and 55-gallon Mylar drum liners, and did just like bulk wheat, bulk corn, and bulk oats.
Mm-hmm.
We got some of that.
Yeah.
All of those.
But you put it where you want it, and then fill it up. Don't fill it up and then try to move it around. You're like life sucks then.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we stick to the 5-gallon pails. Mylar bags, 2 pound, 5 pound Mylar bags inside the 5-gallon pails. Because my boys can pick up 5-gallon pails and move them.
Yeah.
That's smart. We do 5-gallon pails like in our active pantry that's like right in there because that's where like my flour, my sugar when I'm baking. And so then I do the 2.5 gallon Mylar, like Top Mylar does them. They're like kind of a little bit longer. I don't know if you've ever used them, but they're a little bit longer, narrower. So then I reach into whatever bucket and I pull them out and put them right back in, so they're in the active pantry, and I can close them, seal them, not worry, and then continue on.
You want to touch another third rail? Water
Yeah.
catchment off an asphalt roof, yes or no?
No. Yes. I mean, you can do multiple filtration systems through it.
All right.
Yes,
My-
for a garden.
Catch it,
I catch it off my asphalt roof because Texas A&M did a study.
Yeah.
And if I could find it, I would bring it up. They did a study on a brand new roof and then multiple years, and they said after 5 years there were no carcinogenic things
Yeah.
in it.
Oh, really?
Yes. But my thing is, I would rather die of cancer in 30 years than dehydration in 3 days.
True.
So, and I'll die.
You're
on the
giving us a
hill.
long lifespan.
Yeah. Well, I'll drink it, and I've drank it before, and I'm just like,
So there's like,
Unfiltered? You filter it out.
yeah, we'll filter it.
yeah.
But some of the stuff, I don't know. We're gonna die of something, so it's like, what the hell? Let's just drink some cancer water.
I feel like that's like kind of where like the crunchies had came in. Like, you know what I mean? The social media ones where they're like, but you store your water in a water jug. And I'm like, yeah, but you'll die without water. So what are we gonna do here? Like, I've drank out of some questionable military water buffaloes, so I think I'm okay. Like, I'm still here. He knows because he knows exactly what I'm talking. Like, did y'all really put aqua tabs in that? How much bleach was in that one? I'm not sure. But you're gonna die of dehydration. You're gonna die. You're more likely to die of like sepsis than other things, and dehydration and hunger and those things immediate. I feel like there's a room to be crunchy, but at the same time, if we're doing this for survival, then we can do it for survival. I don't know.
Our lifestyle is organic food,
Yeah.
right? But still, like you said, you know, yeah. If I have to drink out of the mud puddle to survive,
Mhm.
that's what you do. But, you know, I have water filtration in my bags.
So ours, we have the water catchment off the house. It's asphalt, and we have a filtration system that's like right in the middle of the gutter, and then the one that obviously you're gonna filtrate it once you're in there if you got to use it. But I use it like on my garden all the time because I don't want mildew build up in those. But the one for my chicken coop, we actually use that as the drinking water for them because they have a steel roof. And my ducks and chickens love it. Like, we just pour it in and they just go to town every time.
And then you look at it too, like the animals, like our sheep and our pigs. I don't keep the water troughs, you know, immaculately clean. Because you look at the dog goes out and drinks out of the dirtiest, nastiest water puddle. They've got a clean bowl, and it's like, you got your clean bowl here, but you picked the mud hole. I'm like, okay.
It's a flavor thing.
It's a flavor thing.
They might tell you.
They're like,
they get
there's a little
chocolate milk.
Kool-Aid in there. Yeah, there's that one. That one's a great one. What's the other one? Oh, are you a hardcore filtration person or purification?
I like filtration. I've got both, but I would rather do the filtration. It depends on if you're on the move or if you're static. Static filtration, on the move, more purification. Just because you can do, I mean, you can throw the purification tabs in a canteen, shake it up, throw it in your backpack, and go on the move.
Yep.
But if you're sitting at the house, it's like, we'll fill the Berkey up, and then when we want water, we want water.
Yeah. So I think that they're like a beautiful relationship, and I feel like exactly, like when you're on the move, that is a great time to have the purification aspect of it. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've gotten sick questionably drinking from something. When I was younger, not now, okay, we've made the mistakes and we learn from those mistakes. But the filtration, purification, filtration go hand in hand. So like when I'm hunting, I purify and filtrate because most of the time there isn't like a water source for me. It's either a spring that I'm finding or a river I'm finding. And depending how long I've been out, it could be an entire day and I've already burnt through that water. And it could be last year's hunting season, it was like 98 degrees at like 10,000 feet. I mean, you're sweating, so like finding those water sources, that was like important. But at home, we do a lot more filtration than purification. Because for us, do you guys do bleach or pool shock?
Both.
Yeah, I do both. And people get really wigged out about it. They're like, why would you do it? And I'm like, I don't want to drink the nasty, like your water companies already do that. And I don't think people understand chemicals anymore.
That and the fluoride too.
Yeah.
Let's get some fluoride water. I've got on my shop at the house, we did 5 IBC totes, 5 275-gallon totes. It comes off the shop roof into those totes, and they're daisy chained together, and then it comes into the shop bathroom, and the bathroom's off grid, all that. We did a 12-volt RV pump that runs off a deep cycle battery, and then I've got a 10-micron pleated filter, and then we've got, it's similar to the Berkey filters, but it's a 6-element filter with the blue canisters. Like you unscrew the bottom, and then you screw the filters in there. We've got it. You had to have the 12-volt pump to have enough pressure to push the water through.
That's smart.
Yeah. So I mean, we can go down there. You can go down there and take a shower. Guys will stay in the shop. I mean, they're like, take a shower, all that stuff. We got a mop sink, and then we got the butchering station with a 3-compartment sink. I got one of those camping hot water heaters, like you can hang on the fence post.
Yeah.
Hook the propane tank to it. It's on demand. It runs off a D battery, and it's got enough pressure. It'll pump it through there. So then you go to 3-compartment sink, turn the hot water on. That thing fires up. You've got hot water to clean all your butchering equipment.
You loving the random conversations?
I'm just thinking about the garden. We've been gone for 3 days, and this was our last class.
This is your last
We're
class?
gonna head back to Nashville.
Well, I'm so glad you came out from Nashville.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're south of Nashville.
Oh, okay.
We're rural, but
It's a real pretty drive.
it's very, and then you go south out toward our house. It's very nice out there.
Like Franklin?
Close. It's, where Nolansville is?
Yes.
Okay, we have a farm out, not far from Nolansville.
Okay,
A little
all right.
east of there.
Gotcha. Because my wife is from Mount Juliet.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we're in Tennessee a lot.
Oh,
I
really?
live, no kidding, 4 miles down the road is where I live.
Okay, yeah. We actually live in the Rutherford County side, but we're much closer to Nolansville than we are Livingston.
All right. I like random conversations.
I do too.
Like unfiltered random stuff where you're not reading off the page. It's like, this is what you need for 3 weeks of food. This is what you need for a month. It's like,
I've been working on a project of doing more integration because we talk about scenario after scenario after scenario. Do the immersement, right? Like the realism behind it. And so like one of the videos we've been working on, we had to stay in LA for 2 weeks. It was glorious. Here, I extending my Airbnb. I was like, can I stay longer? They're like, yeah. I was like, okay, we'll make this work. This is great over here. But LA is really overstimulating. But we're on the 10th floor and our elevators kept going out. Like there was a kid that got trapped in the elevator and I was like, new fear unlocked. Yay. Okay, new fear unlocked. And this convention has thousands of people there for it. And it was just like all over the place. And I was like, what would happen if a fire drill went off in the middle of the night? And I was like, they already have broken elevators, which is causing like steam lines of us running up. I think we had done the stairs 20 times in the 2 weeks we were there, just going up and down the stairs because it was faster than waiting for a broken elevator, or are we gonna risk it? And so we ran a drill of like, how fast can you evacuate in 4 minutes before an area is like cut off? And my daughter was like laughing and she's like, I don't know if people are gonna like this. And I was like, I don't know either, but I'm tired of the talking head. You know what I mean? Where it's like, show the action. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why with live, I've been showing everything where people get to see it. They're seeing the process. They're seeing the processing.
Well, it's like BJ and I were talking a minute ago up at the booth. We were talking about social media and stuff like that. It's like social media has went to, it used to be the guy would, BJ has a cabinet shop. I'm like, BJ, nobody wants you to come on there and be like, hey, my name's BJ. These are the cabinets I just built. It's like,
they want to see you build them.
Yeah, they want to see you pull that rough sawn piece of wood out, cut it down, build the face frames, build the frames for the cabinets, do all that, and then you're spraying the lacquer on there. You're not even talking, you're just spraying some lacquer on, and then show you bringing 2 or 3 cabinets in the new house, show you put up a couple, and then you're like, that's what we built, see ya.
Yep. Yes. And that's what they want. They want that immersion. And so, like even this year, we're doing I've filmed like all of our hunts, but this one we're doing like backcountry bear hunt in Idaho, and it's like 5 of us ladies that most of them do outdoor content, and we're streaming it. We're just intense, and we're in the back, and we all 5 of us have bear tags, and we're all going to get all of ours because we have feeders. We're going to. It's in October, so fingers crossed. But I think it's one of those things where people need to see that. They need to know, like, oh, it's not in a resort or a guided, you know what I mean? Like, they want to see the beginning to the end. And for us, like, I've ate bear before. My husband really hasn't. And he's like, well, what are we going to do with the bear? And I was like, we're having a lot of burger. I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of burger.
And people like to see failures too. I've
Yeah,
noticed that.
failure moments, yeah.
I tried one year, it's been a couple years ago, to do grow bags. I saw grow bags. I'm like, these things would be cool. I was like, we're going to do potatoes in grow bags.
Did they get too moist?
They sucked.
Yeah.
I had potatoes that were this big, and I'm like, these potatoes suck. I'm like, never. And
I had
showed
some
it.
decent ones, but some of them got moldy.
Yeah, so I was like, we're going to dump this, and I'm like, this is a total fail. We were dumping these bags out, and I'm like, where are all my baked potatoes? I'm like, there's nothing. And I was like, we're going to put it on the internet and show people.
You didn't use them.
No, after that, I was like, we're just going to throw the stupid things away. I was like, they're good for nothing. We're going to go back to hilling them.
At night, one time, I took 4 pallets, put them together, and I started at the bottom with potatoes,
Yeah.
oil, straw, all the way up through it, filled up this whole pallet.
Yeah.
And a couple of weeks later, you swore this thing was going to explode potatoes.
Oh,
It
really?
was so big and huge and
Yeah, the layering method.
I put 10 pounds of potatoes in there, and I got 10 pounds of potatoes out of it.
You're like, I got 10. I got 10.
That don't work.
That is not way I've never found any way to plant potatoes except put them in the ground, you know?
Last year we had to move, so we got our new chicken coop put in because our other one was like 10 years old, falling apart, like it was getting really rough. And my husband brought a dozer in to level the ground because they said they wanted it leveled, right?
I'm being paid.
Okay.
Guys, I appreciate it. If y'all need anything, shoot us an email, do whatever you need to do. But thanks.
Absolutely.
If y'all need anything, let me know.
Okay. So he ran over my raised garden beds, the only ones that
Oh,
they were toast. They were toast. So I lost all my potatoes of last year. Lost that one. So then he built me like these little miniature garden beds or whatever. And I have all the potatoes in like the long one right now. And I was like, oh, we're gonna see how this year goes. So these are like, they're smaller, like they'd be really good for herbal, but I've never really done raised beds very often. Most of my stuff is in the ground with center blocks around it or something, you know, something I found on the store. And I made bad choices. I'm gonna tell you, somehow or another, it's turning into a success, but it's a bad choice. So one of these little raised beds is like only like this big, right? I was like, oh, I'll throw some banana squash into it. There's banana squash vines like to those chairs over there, the whole area. I was like, oh. For some weird reason, they like that cold enclosed space and they flourish. And I did 2 of them like that were only this big. I'm like, how am I gonna put away this much banana squash? Because banana squash is like this big. Choices were made, mistakes were made, but we're gonna find out. I just need to do watermelons next year because I lost those ones too. I lost zucchini and watermelon this year. I feel like everything else is done well.
Our spring was very dry. Then it was hot. And then it got extremely wet.
Yeah.
Then it got cold.
Yep.
And then it got
This year's the weather fluctuation is wild.
and then it got cold again. We lost all of our peaches.
We lost all of our peaches and apricots.
All
Yeah.
of that stuff. And so it was so strange here. The crabgrass in our garden decided that after it got really nice and wet, that it
Yeah.
would grow really tall. And it outgrew the corn. Like that.
I
And
couldn't get in the
he
garden.
couldn't get
You're
in
like,
the
I can't even get in
garden.
there.
He couldn't
Too muddy,
get
yeah.
mud,
Yeah.
solid mud. So our garden was a disaster.
It was 80 degrees in February in Utah, and we were like, we've never seen, like we had no snow. So everyone that's like lived there a long time, we're all like, our fires, I mean, we were all on the news for all the fires. I was like, this is gonna be the worst fire season we've ever had because our springs, everything is dry. Everything's dry. And then it got really cold, then really, really hot. And then we lost all the buds, we lost everything there. And then it was like snow and hail took out everything in June. Like May and June, we got snow and hail. We didn't get nothing all winter. And I was like, this is gonna be one of the most interesting, I feel like this year is gonna be the year that tests the way I've grown and preserved food of what happens when there is huge weather fluctuation. Like and I'm like very grateful because before, like what I said, it was like, I had those peaches, that overabundance that I put away, and then I put, you know, at least 20 jars each year, you know, going through since that huge abundance. But I think this is gonna be the year that like takes that all back because we have nothing in it. We don't know if we'll get anything next year. Because if we get another weather season like that,
That's the reason we pray. That's the
Mhm.
reason we put up a lot one year and
Yeah.
the next. Because we're not gonna really get any to put up this year.
yep. It's a weird one because your crabgrass is as tall as your corn.
Crabgrass.
Yeah.
I can't, because of the ticks and bugs and all the critters, I just don't like to walk in it,
Yep.
you know, to take care of it. That's-
Because that would be a hard one.
So I spent 4 hours when it got really muddy and they really couldn't do anything.
Mhm.
I pulled, after the okra got tall enough that I could get
Yeah.
in there, I started pulling grass. I spent 4 hours pulling crabgrass.
Oh, I bet you were
out of
exhausted. Yeah.
Out of my okra. So I can pick okra,
Mm-hmm.
which is going to need to be picked when we get home. And it was a bad year.
Yeah. This year I feel like has been kind of about, I don't know, how was your garden? Great? He's like,
Non-existent.
oh, non-existent. I was like, if any of you have a great garden this year, I'm curious. Where are you at and how is it going?
Yeah, we
'Cause-
got to where we're living a
Yeah.
couple of weeks ago, and we haven't started. the
Oh,
garden
yeah,
yet.
okay, so you did.
You could start your second round of potatoes.
Yeah. Potatoes, if you
10
started-
pounds get 10 pounds.
If you started potatoes now, they'll be
Ready by fall.
around October 30th.
Yep.
Just
Just in time. I know, I'm really jealous. Like, since coming here, I mean, we are really like, I'm like, I've fallen in love with this state, this area a lot more because,
Oh,
like,
have
Utah, just the droughts and the fires and everything has gotten so bad.
Yeah.
Like, apricots for us, like, it's kind of like an every other year thing. Sometimes they'll put out a really great year and then you'll get only a couple here and there. But now it's been like every like 4 years. Like, and then when we get these weather hits, it will knock you back quite a few years. And I was like, we're dumping so much energy into this, so much time. And is it really fully sustainable?
Yeah.
And now that we've been going through, we have a bunch of Californians. No offense if you're from California.
We did-
Move into our neighborhood.
They're moving in big time.
And we've had the cops at our house nonstop over ducks and chickens.
Oh, my.
Our neighbor, or like our friends who have horses, they came after them too. Where we processed our turkey this year, they went after them. They're selling their farm off and moving out. Like almost everybody is leaving the area.
We have no state in Jackson, Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
And so, yeah, when people are moving in everywhere, especially the big steamers
Mhm.
that have the high taxes, and they're wanting the same services.
Oh, of
that
course they do.
we have, you know, and it's like we don't have the taxes to pay for you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
And so, yeah.
Oh, so somebody told them no?
So our nice little rural areas are being overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Because our property is cheaper than
Yep.
it used to be.
Yep.
So we have our little town that used to be a very rural town.
Mhm.
The houses are $500,000.
Yeah.
And you thought that,
Yep. Yeah. We were talking. Dr. William, he's going to be teaching his class next about permaculture and like wanting more. And he's like, I'm impressed, like, because I live in a hot, arid, dry, you know what I mean, climate, but I can grow a lot of food. He's like, if we take you to this area, we could make it way bigger, like humongously bigger. And that's where I was like, you know what, maybe that's what we want to do. Like at this point, like we're not,
yeah.
yeah. I'm like, if I'm gonna spend $50,000 to drill a well to go through all that rock, I feel like I could buy a little bit more land for that. That's just for water.
Yeah, this is a great area.
Yeah.
Happy Tennessee, rural Tennessee.
Yeah.
Stay about 50 miles out of the main cities.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was like, where's something smaller? Because the town I grew up in Oregon only had 233 people. Like an itty bitty town. Like we didn't even have a grocery store. So like, I'm like, don't change our area. Like just let us have our ducks and chicken. And like, I'll stay in my area, you stay in yours. I'll mind my business. But yeah, it's a hard one. But this place it's beautiful.
Yeah.
This is a great venue. Are you guys gonna come next year?
We've been for the last several years.
Yeah, you love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know they got such good classes. I'm like, oh, that's a good class, and that's a good class, and
Yeah, this year the fermentation class was excellent.
fantastic.
Boy, it was really good. The fresh grain mill bread
Yep.
was really good. What is the other
And the brownies were phenomenal.
Oh, was
I know she shared some with me afterwards because I was teaching at the same time. She was like, do you want brownie? And she made them with rye.
Yes.
So good.
And we don't even like rye.
I don't even like rye. And I was like, okay.
Bread. We go, no, I don't want it. But she explained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need that recipe now. I feel like I can try that one out.
Moist,
Mm-hmm.
was the other class that was really, really good that they went to. I have to get my list out, but yeah, we had some really good ones.
Mm-hmm.
So we will.
Awesome. I like that. You're gonna be here too? And you moved here too, right? Yeah. Do you like it?
No, I moved to Oklahoma.
Oh, you moved to Oklahoma? Yes.
Most of my family now is in North Texas.
Oh, okay. I have a lot of friends that are in Oklahoma and they love it.
Oh yeah.
They invited us down to do a hog hunt and I'm so excited. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, that's gonna be a great old time. I wanna go do on a hog hunt.
We got hogs in Tennessee.
You guys have hogs too in Tennessee? I hear they're mean. I've never seen a wild hog. And I'm like infatuated. I'm going to Louisiana for the first time. I've never seen an alligator either. And I'm like very,
Be careful.
yeah. Yeah. I heard they're just mean. Just avoid them. He's like, I'm pulling out hog photos. He's got the hog photos. You do too? Okay, so on our property, we have bobcats. Yeah, we got a lot of bobcats. Yeah, we got coyotes. But we don't have hogs.
They're coming.
Rattlesnakes.
We're seeing a lot of bears coming
Mm-hmm.
that we didn't have before.
Storage coming in.
Uh-oh, there you go.
Let me see.
Yesterday. It's coyote.
Storage is, he was, that was,
Oh, yep.
she would want to see your storage.
Oh, yes, the Connex. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
We got our Connex. It was in the middle of the night, and they were like ground guiding it in the middle of the night. All the guys were out there with flashlights. So they're like, "Let's get it."
You know how much it stores, I don't know how far back that can go.
My Connex doesn't get very hot. Does yours get hot inside?
I don't know.
Okay.
Delivered yesterday. I've been
So I'm gonna say one thing is, so where my property is, it is hot. It's the high desert. It is hot. Like inside, I've actually hung out in there because we don't have shade on our property yet, and it was cooler. So that I would say definitely put a thermometer in there to kind of monitor if you choose that on storage.
How long have you lived on that?
I haven't lived on it. We've only owned it for 2 years. So we're just starting to build it. But now we're looking at maybe thinking selling it. Yeah. Yeah. Because so we originally moved to Utah because my mom was there and family was there. And then my mom passed away. And so all we have left is my aunt and uncle, and that's it. We're the only ones left. Oh, that's beautiful. And so we don't really have any ties there. And the cost of living has gone up so far. And that's why I was like, the kids are getting into high school, and it makes me nervous with them driving with the high density, where I'm like, I mean, I lived in the middle of nowhere when I was driving, so if you flipped your truck, I mean, you probably just overcorrected and wherever, but you know, occasionally it was tragic, but now, so where we live right across, there's like a main like not a highway, but it's like a main road that people use to commute for work. Our high school, our new high school is built there. We've had 6 fatalities on this corner. Almost every single week during the school year, there is a car crash with jaws of life with teenagers. And it's not even the teenagers doing anything, it's somebody running a red light when they're on a green light.
So what do they think about?
They don't want to move, but they don't pay the bills.
Exactly.
And just choosing something a little bit different, like one of my daughters is homeschooled right now and stuff like that, and so she could care, you know, less. But when they're younger, before they get into high school, pick the area.
Before you get settled in.
Mm-hmm. Because we've been there like 10 years and I don't think we really settled ever.
Right.
Because we moved every 2 years for like years. Like boom, 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 boom. Military, you know, sometimes we like to putz around a little bit.
You about ready?
Yep. Well, have fun at your farm.
Okay.
Drive safe, be safe.
Yes.
I'm very honored to meet you guys. What was your name?
Ramona.
Ramona, I'm Crystal.
Crystal,
Nice to meet you.
Virgil.
Virgil?
Virgil.
Virtual?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that
That's
name.
your old name.
I like it.
Yeah.
What was it?
Bill.
Bill? Crystal.
Yeah.
I like that.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. We got family members there. Vernal. My grandma's Adele.
Oh, really? My dad
Mhm.
was Odell.
Odell, yes.
Odell, my mother in Newbury. We have old names.
I want to name our cookbook Adele.
Oh, really?
Because a lot of the recipes are my grandma's. A lot. And so I was like, well, we should do those ones. Because I'm like, I can't claim them mine because I made them from you. And that was like one thing she always wanted to do was like have her own cookbook. And I was like, but we just never got the time for it. So,
Okay, so
all right.
we have it's a family.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
My brothers and us bought 200 and whatever.
294 acres.
Nice.
294 acres
Yeah.
And divided it 3 ways.
Oh, that's smart.
And so we have a big one. We have all
Nine families live on the farm now.
That's nice,
Yeah.
though.
So
Yeah, we have 80 acres, and that's where I'm like, do we just sell it now?
We have 83.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a lot of area, which people don't realize.
It is a huge area, but we're getting to the age now that we're trying to figure out what we're going to do now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are your kids living on it too with you guys?
Everybody else's kids are our son's in the army and he's on the border in Texas
Yep.
right now. So
Living in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
yeah,
Don't know. We
That's
don't
a
have
hard
any
one.
help.
it's rough.
That is the hard one. Well, hopefully he comes home.
Oh, I think he wants to.
Yeah.
But we also have a big thing from in Nolensville now
Mhm.
that they're going to make a corridor.
That's what's by our house is a corridor.
Oh well,
And they're
gonna make a
horrible.
corridor from there's a big mall
Uh-huh.
in another county through Rutherford County, and it might come right through our land.
4 lanes.
4-lane
That's-
corridor.
so
and
ours-
So we're just kind of going.
Do we want this?
Yeah.
It's a hard one because
We've been there 40 years.
yeah.
So it's like, well, we gave it to him. We told our son, we'll let you worry about it.
You can worry about, yeah, they built the corridor by us, and that's how we lost all of our wheat farms.
Oh,
Everyone was
yes.
there. And now they're talking about turning it into an interstate.
Oh my.
And I literally said, I was like, I've already dealt with the cops over ducks and chickens. I am not staying. Like, I will not stay. I'm like, I don't want to. I grew up like in and out of CPS, like foster care. And having cops at your door normally means something bad is happening, right? I'm like, the cops coming over a duck.
A duck. Right.
Charlie isn't even a smart duck. He like wanders into walls. Like he's not even a mischief kid. Like those kind of things. I was like, nope, I'm done. We're done. We'll find something. And I told him, I was like, we've been looking at like just different areas. I was like, I'll look at all these different areas and we'll go as rural as possible. Just,
Yeah.
I don't want a highway.
Stay away from the big cities.
Yep.
They're bad.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye.
Bye. It was so nice to meet you.
Take care.
You too. Have fun. Are you gonna do Williams permaculture?
I believe so.
That's gonna be a great one. That's the one I'm like so excited because that's the only class I've been missing. I'm like, I have to go watch that one. I have to go watch that one. I can't assist anywhere else. I gotta see that one or at least record it. Hi guys, are you guys there? Okay. What is happening with the gimbal? Thank you. All right, well, we're finished there. What have you guys been doing? Not bad, can't complain, but probably not. Class got canceled. Yes, yes it did. I don't know if you're still here. I don't even know what time it is in the morning. I still have to cover all of these other places. There's a few. Hey, was that your spot?
Because they had me at the 9 a.m. spot.
Oh, did they have
me
you?
in with a 10-minute heads up.
Oh yeah, I just like winged it. Nobody came. I mean,
Pat didn't show up, so they were like, here. I was like, okay.
well, I'm glad. Well, I missed yours. I'm sorry. Tell everybody what your channel is.
Hi, Mission Brit, or Brittany Baker is really just what it is.
She's awesome. You guys have to follow her. She's
Yeah.
amazing.
I mean, I build websites, help people grow their businesses, you know, all the fun stuff.
I love it.
So,
Hi,
Who are you?
I'm Crystal.
Crystal's awesome.
This is Judgment and Brittany and me.
Yeah.
Hello?
You guys can all say.
How long have you been live streaming at this point today?
I think we're at 161 minutes.
Nice.
Yes.
You got all day.
But I did this
mean,
one on
today's
YouTube
earlier.
so that it tags KSL, so then it's easier to like incorporate.
Smart.
I'm like, TikTok, it kind of gets lost, so I have like a program that auto records. So
Judgment, but
You've
what do you,
done this before.
what do you work?
I work in a doctor's office.
Where?
That's fun. We're live on the internet,
there?
so she's not going to share that information.
No, not here. I don't live here.
What do you work?
Well, we can talk about it later, okay?
Amelia.
she says we'll talk about it later,
Yeah,
huh?
she's like, I don't want the whole internet finding me.
We
at
won't.
work.
We're not gonna put it in the whole internet.
We're
We're
not trying to
gonna,
get doxxed right now.
no, we're not. No, that's only me that gets doxxed. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine. I'll protect.
On the internet. I've been there.
What are you guys doing today? I don't know.
Hanging out, I guess.
Yeah.
Wherever Jason throws me.
I know,
at this
right?
point.
I like it. I like
I
it.
want to figure out where everyone's going to dinner tonight, because I'm going to dinner with
Oh,
people
I don't know
tonight.
if we are.
You're going home?
Yeah, I think so.
We don't leave till tomorrow. When's your
Yeah.
flight? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
I gotta be. Well, I was told that at the airport I only have to be there like about an hour early. Like it's so easy in Nashville. So I'm like, yes, but my flight's at like 7 a.m.
Oh, wow.
So if it's an hour drive, then
Do
what,
you
5?
board at 7? Yeah.
Yeah, because I switched the flight because originally it was during the daytime, and I was like, called and I was like, because I did non-refundable, and they're like, no, we'll transfer, and I was like, okay, like put me on that one, okay?
Yeah.
I was like, I'll go in early in the morning because I didn't want to miss anything. I was like, I'm gonna miss half the classes, and
I know
like,
Jason was like, she's staying for a whole nother day.
I was like, I will make this work no matter what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we make it work, huh?
We do. I think there's William.
Mhm.
Who's I don't know if you've done his at all.
That's the one I was looking
I was gonna
forward
say,
to because
he's
I was
gonna
like, I
do
haven't seen
soil
his.
health for Pat.
They
We're
said
like
that
a
they
year.
recorded yours this morning, so I was like, okay, at least I can get that recording.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You'll get it. So we'll chit chat.
Yeah.
You want to get coffee? What are you getting? Oh my gosh, you guys and those caramel macchiatos.
The bougie ones,
I
the
went
bougie.
hot.
Look, she's streaming too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at you going with the streaming.
Double streaming. Just stream
Double-
the stream.
But it's good because like now I feel like streaming has like changed things too, like more of a realistic view than
Yeah.
a Pinteresty view.
Well, if you plan to be back next year, I'm helping with some of the stuff. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
already picking out like new people I want to bring for next year.
I'll come.
So I'm excited.
I'm always down.
I'm super excited. So if you have any cool friends that you think
Yeah.
would be,
Yeah,
we'll
I'm gonna
chat.
try to see if we can get more people on the West because I was like, well, some people got nervous because they're like, oh, you're paying for it yourself, and I was like,
Yeah.
it's a tax write-off. Like this is your
Oh,
business.
yeah.
Like this is my business. Like
yeah, it's a tax
I'm down. I'm down.
Yeah,
Like-
and like this is branding and marketing, and you gotta have.
And networking, and you
oh,
get
yeah.
to meet other people, because like people on TikTok they're not as friendly.
No.
Like I feel like YouTube, we're all like, what are you doing? What do you want to do? Well,
Yeah,
let's
how
go
can
find
we
this.
help
And
each other?
what do we do? And like,
Yeah.
okay, let's try that out. And
Well, they've talked about maybe, I don't know if Midwest Preparedness is Kansas, but they've talked about trying to do another KSL.
I think
on
that
the
would be
West
cool.
Coast.
Yeah.
So I think
yeah.
that'd be awesome.
I was like, can we try one like somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because you're Utah, so that's
Yeah.
quite a ways. Are you like Ogden, whatever, like central?
So south of Salt Lake to the west.
Okay, I
Yeah.
just went to Salt Lake for the first time in May.
It is
Beautiful.
it's beautiful. The mountains are beautiful. Like I
Beautiful.
love it. But now I'm in love here because I'm like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
so
different.
green. It's just different.
It's way more
'Cause-
desert than I expected out there.
The Rockies are great,
Yeah.
like up in the mountains, but if you're not in like the prairies,
Yeah.
then it's desert.
And Salt Lake City was busy. I actually turned down a one-way and I was like, ah!
Yeah, it is stressful.
And it's not that big, like that downtown
No,
area.
it's all just a valley, and you're just stuck.
I'm
And
like,
they've built
"Oh, get me outta
every
here."
town next to each other, and they've all turned into metro cities, and we're like, and
The
I
amount
I don't want the high pace living.
No, I moved from Daytona Beach, Florida to Oklahoma. And I was like, this is rush hour? What is this? Like, it's
Right,
so
from
slow.
Daytona to there.
Yeah,
Is that
'cause-
where you live now?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm southeastern Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, I did
You're
Bike
like,
Week and Jeep Week. There's always, I mean, it was great because there's always something to do. But
Mhm.
the amount of traffic that comes in, like, it
It's
wasn't built
crazy.
for that. You
No.
know? You're
No.
waiting I'm not waiting 2
ours
hours.
is like a little rodeo town, and they turned it into a metro area.
Ugh.
And we don't even have a restaurant to sit down. Like we couldn't even go to Sunny's. Like we don't even have anything like that in our town, and they've like expanded us to like 60 to 70,000 people. And I was like, so we have 2 high schools, no restaurants, 6 chicken fast food joints, and that's it.
Ugh. See, we have all the Mexican fast food joints. I'm like, can we not open another Mexican restaurant in the area?
Mhm.
Like, I would like something else to eat.
Something else.
And I'm dairy free, so you can't eat Mexican.
Yeah, that's what we were
without-
talking about yesterday. Yeah.
So I'm like, I see another restaurant. I'm like, what is it gonna be? I'm like, Mexican.
You're like, that one.
It used to
Ours
be
is
Mexican.
chicken. Fried
so
chicken.
Interesting.
Because Utah's not a fried chicken thing, and their chicken sucks.
I ate the best fried chicken, not last night, the night before, and then my
Mhm.
dad reminded me we were in Kentucky. I was like, that's why it's so good.
Mhm.
Like, I forgot that's where we were.
I'm gonna go grab my
Uh-oh.
wallet and maybe grab a coffee.
Yeah,
Do they have
you'll-
tea too?
I think I
Maybe.
just saw coffee and hot chocolate. I did
Okay.
not see tea.
Where'd you get yours?
That there. I just
Right
got
there.
hot coffee. Yeah.
Nice.
It's really good though. It's highly caffeinated, so if you're tired and dragging,
Yes.
yeah, you'll love
We
it.
need that. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go see if Victoria was Victoria in your class. Did she go to yours?
I don't know if I know who Victoria is. I don't know if I
She's
put-
my assistant. She
put
came
the
with
face
me.
in. Oh, yes, I did meet her. I don't know where she was. I don't know.
She's sweet. I think she's working right now too.
So they just keep her busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's doing like her regular job.
Oh.
Like her normal job.
Okay, like
she
here
just came
on-
she just came here to like I was like, I'm nervous, I'm going by myself, I'm gonna go meet strangers I met on the internet. And she was like laughing, and so like at the airport I was like calling people, I was like, I'm about to go meet strangers on the internet that we've met through the internet.
Yeah.
Like that seems normal, right? But it
Yeah.
is.
mean,
I feel
it's
like that is our life.
2026. That is normal on the internet at this point.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, we're all gonna go meet strangers on the internet and hang out and
And like they're real people.
yeah.
It's amazing.
So are you doing only YouTube or are you doing TikTok, Instagram?
So I actually am the opposite. I don't have a YouTube. I have TikTok, Facebook, Instagram.
Okay, I need to follow you on TikTok.
Yeah, I have not started a YouTube channel yet because I really just help other people build their businesses.
Mhm.
That's my thing, is I help other people build their businesses. So I'm like, what content do I actually want to do, you know?
You gotta choose something that you love too.
I know.
That's the hard one.
I know, and I can teach people to find what they love, but I'm like, I love it all.
You're like, I just
love the networking
don't
and the
know.
connection.
Right?
Just love it all.
Because I think that's like the fun one.
Yeah.
So what's all in the drawing tonight? Ooh, we got pluckers.
Look at this. So yummy. Vanilla extract.
Oh, who's selling that one?
Russell Homestead. Dana, right on the other side of
Oh,
the wall here.
I'm gonna have to go look at that one now. I know, I told him, I was like, I gotta buy the books because I need a good new read. And I was like,
That first, The first table.
I was like, Jason, will you send these? If I leave you money, will you just mail them? Because I'm probably overweight capacity for the airport.
That's the hardest part about traveling with flying. You're like, I can't take any home.
Well, I was just thinking about grabbing an extra suitcase at this point because I was like,
Because shipping it.
is there like a Ross or a TJ Maxx here? I don't know. I bet I could Google it. Walmart?
Yeah.
There's got to be a Walmart somewhere.
Yeah, Shelly, is there a TJ Maxx or a Ross around here?
Yes,
There is.
There's both. Cool.
I can't tell you exactly where they're at. I know Ross is not far from here.
We got
but
maps.
I'm not sure where TJ Maxx is.
I'm like, if I got to disappear and go find a suitcase.
Get an extra suitcase for all the stuff she bought.
Well, she just showed me there's vanilla now, and I'm like, do I need that?
Yeah, but you got to be careful with the ounces.
I'm gonna put it under the plane.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Okay, if you put it in your suitcase that
You just can't carry on. Yep.
My suitcase below is overweight because of all the equipment I bring with. I'm
You
not
gotta
a
pay
smart.
the extra fee anyway.
I already pay the extra $45, but it's not that bad.
No.
No.
wrap that up in a pair of blue jeans, you'll be fine.
That's what I was
And
thinking.
it's homemade. It's
I mean, and if it spills, everything's gonna just smell like heaven.
true.
I would not be upset on that one. Vanilla
But then
extract.
you wouldn't get to use it.
I mean, I would be mad about that
Yeah.
part. But the rest, I'd be in between.
Looks like a plant is a part of the giveaway. Is this a
What
part of it?
what plant? We got a Honey Crisp apple
That's my
tree.
mom's favorite apples. She'll be so excited.
We lost all of our apples this year with the freezes, too. Apples, peaches, apricots. I want to say my friend's pear tree is bare too this year, too.
Oh,
Like, we got superb jars.
I know they're empty, but yeah, there's just.
Where did you get these ones? These are the nice, cool looking ones.
Azure? I've gotten jars from them.
They actually sent us cans, like canned vegetables.
Yeah.
100 cans of vegetables to put in our grab bags, and then they sent us those for the
These are all the drawing prizes, guys. The raffles.
This is full of stuff,
Yeah,
too.
Jeff Smith brought that. He got that from Viking, and then filled it full of like prepper stuff. Every compartment has.
Yes. I like a good one. Next year, I think I want to try to drive and just bring stuff.
Yeah. I mean, how many hours would that be?
I don't know.
You haven't mapped that? You don't want to.
We're already like planning, like even with the Airbnb, the lady was so sweet, so she let us stay an extra night.
Aw.
So I was like, yes. And then we had the flight change earlier too, and I was like, finding out Nashville airport's only gonna be like an hour to get through it, is what people are saying. It's easy and quick. Salt Lake City, you gotta be there 2-3 hours early. Wow. And so I was like, okay, we can make this work. We'll just drive the hour in the morning, get there early, and then just get checked in. No big deal. But I was like, I didn't book the Airbnb past that day. And she was like, oh, yeah, you guys can stay. No problem. And I was like,
As long as they don't have another booking. You know?
but I want to book it for the whole family because it's been great. Like, she's awesome host. Awesome.
So now you're already planning for next year.
Mm-hmm. It was great. Now I got to go eat all the banana pudding out of that.
Banana pudding's so good.
I never had it until
think they're-
yesterday.
Like, that's not even like normal banana pudding. I think they make it with cream cheese or something. Like, it's freaking delicious.
I've heard.
It is
good.
sinful. Sinful,
That was the
sinful.
apple crisp I had at Rafferty's. That was the best apple crisp I think I've had. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to Yuki's last night for sushi. I've
Mhm.
never seen people put sprouts in a sushi roll. It was delicious.
Really?
Sprouts in them. I've had it once, and it's really,
It
really
was
good.
really
Yeah.
good. I was like, it was cucumber, sprouts, and is there salmon or tuna? And it was one of the best sushi rolls I think I've ever had. It was
Nice.
awesome.
I love it.
I've been impressed with the food out here. 'Cause middle of nowhere, Oklahoma, we have Mexican and Sonic and Taco Bell.
Yeah. Utah, there's no mom and pop places.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing. Everything is commercialized. So you have your Olive Gardens, you have your Canes, you have your
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. There's nothing. And if it is a restaurant, it's metropolized.
I feel like Salt Lake City, I saw a few mom and pops.
It's
but
very sparse.
It was, and that was in the outskirts of the
Mhm.
city area.
It is very, very, very sparse. That even so, like Alaska, chain restaurants aren't really a thing there because importing the food in is going to cost more.
So, yeah.
Like to keep up with that recipe. So everything is mom and pop. Like Moose's Tooth Pizza is like the best. You can get reindeer sausage on it, and like it's so good. Oh, it's so good. And their mom and pop shops are just delicious. But you came back to Utah and you're like, there's no variety. There's no. It's all fast food.
Where
Convenience.
I live an hour from here in Edmonton, and we have only commercial places we have. Every other restaurant is mom and pop.
That's
Mhm.
They've actually tried to move other ones in, and they end up going out because people are like, we don't like that. So.
That's good. That's what we need to do. We all stop
Yeah.
eating the poison. Maybe they'll kick rocks.
Maybe
I mean,
one day.
Even this parasite, it was linked to Taco Bell lettuce, and people are still eating that. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? I'm like, why are we doing that? Like, we did hydroponics this year because, you know, like organic lettuce, getting at the grocery store, it's expensive. It's $25 for a hydroponic thing on Amazon.
Yeah.
We have 2 of them right now. We've grown 65 heads of lettuce and just swapped out the pods
Wow.
of like romaine until they like, you know, where it's like over abundant, you've chopped it down and it starts to go to bulk.
much money.
Then pull that pod and then did the other ones. And I just started new ones before I left. And I'm like, you can have a salad every day.
Yeah.
Every single day. $25. It was $50. How much is an organic lettuce
I
head?
mean, it's like $6 a head or
So we're like in five heads.
Yeah.
We're at the same payment. And I'm like, and you can do it all
But
winter.
People don't want to take the time to be able to set it up, to build, like, you know, they just want the convenience of. I love your earrings. I just noticed them.
I'm loving them too.
They're American flag heart.
So a girl that I work with, they're like clay or something. She makes these.
She makes them?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
they're
see
so
that.
cute.
I have little flower ones, and
I saw
she made me
chickens
little.
yesterday.
Yeah, she didn't make the ones I had on yesterday, but she made me chicken ones that have like gold sparkly boots on or whatever.
Yeah.
They're really cute. She does all that stuff. I always try to support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the little entrepreneurs. I've thought about having a kids entrepreneur like flea market day.
That would be so cool.
And just like only have kiddos. That would be really cool.
I'm gonna go say goodbye to this. I'm
Yep.
gonna come back out. Do you guys want to go get banana pudding together?
I need food.
I need food too. So that's why I was like, I'm gonna say goodbye to them. They've been all look how patient they all are. Like, they've been sitting here this whole time. They're all amazing.
Internet strangers are grateful.
We are grateful.
Oh my gosh. And you have such a cool following.
They are like the best humans I've ever, like, incredible. Like, there could be some bad apples in the bunch, but
Yeah.
everybody's been really neat, like, and just different walks of life.
Way different.
Thank you guys for hanging out. We will do another live stream in a little bit. We're gonna probably have it cover permaculture, so you guys can see that, or at least I'll have it recorded, because I feel like that's an area you guys are gonna love. But you guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I won't run this live for 10 and a half hours like TikTok, but I appreciate you guys because you guys are absolutely amazing.